Yeah.
So let's throw it over to you guys. Where did we leave off last time?
From what I remember, as we struggled and finished the puzzles, we unlocked a cellar that was also an underground. What's the
a laboratory?
A laboratory and it also had a gigantic telescope. And I looked through the telescope and I think I saw the red moon just for like half a second. And Matt has a rash.
I sure do.
Accurate.
Because his consciousness got sucked into the book. And then when I tried to communicate with his consciousness because we were still connected, eventually when he came out, I heard a sort of like a plea for help in the very distance of his mind.
Yeah.
You were seeing a storm city, right?
Yeah, and he was constantly not chased but surrounded or watched by 5 figures.
Yep.
5 or 6 figures.
Yeah. That's accurate.
All this happened, and so then I looked when he came back. We were trying to figure out where he went. I looked through the telescope, saw the red moon flash, and I think that's where we ended the session.
Yeah. The only other things I would add is near the book and the telescope there was ruins on the wall that matched the ruins.
Yes, the ruins.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to jump in as you all watch Tiburon look through the telescope. And while it's not apparent at first in this dark, dim laboratory below the manor of Elefante Tuscli, you do see a flash surrounding the oculus of this telescope. Flash of red light, which Tiburon, you notice. And as you do, you go catatonic.
Oh, yeah, that was right.
As you are as you are pulled away, you find yourself in a city much not too dissimilar from the one I described last session, that your party member found themselves in a dusty red city. The sand is kicking up around you. However, you find yourself not alone in the streets. Across the way, maybe 20, 30 feet across from you, you see a tall figure, lanky, lithe, wearing nothing but like a, not like a kilt, but like a short skirt-like garment, completely bare-chested, curly hair, just kind of tied up, just let wild, holding a spear in one hand and a shield in the other. You hear the voice. Is this who you send for help? As he rushes towards you. Roll initiative. If it's too dark, I can brighten it up.
19.
19. All right.
Oh, it's okay.
As this figure, humanoid, running towards you with a spear, almost like a phalanx guard, drifting in, looking to feint and strike. What do you do?
I am going to. Okay. I am going to use Booming Blade.
Yeah.
On this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so Booming Blade's changed now because I'm level 5.
Yep.
So go to attack. No, wait, that's not an attack. Sorry. Phone sucks.
You bring your blade sheathed in booming energy. It swings down, striking for what?
Sorry, Eric.
It's okay.
So that will be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit. He tries to block your sword, but you're able to drag it down the blade, cutting across the arm, slashing in. You see this energy leave your blade, starting to wrap around him. How much damage is it?
All right, so for the regular hit,
yep,
it is 8 damage.
Okay.
And then for the booming blade, it's a d8 And
Yep.
so that's 6 thunder damage.
Okay.
And now, so
Yes, I got. Yeah.
Alright,
So, but at this point, he's up next to you. As you bring your blade down, you cut. He takes the opportunity to jab his blade up into your stomach, making it strike towards you. That is a 12 to hit.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. Bringing it back, he tries to swing across to trip you. I'm going to need you to roll a acrobatics check.
That's a 13.
You're fine. As you notice that he's trying to bring the back end of the spear to knock over your legs. As you hop over, regaining position, it goes back to you. What do you do as he's getting ready for another strike, trying to thrust into you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do booming blade again.
Okay. Did you want some dice? We can hook you up.
No. So that's an 8.
Okay.
So I'm doing this.
All right. He blocks away with his shield, opening up as the shield opens you up with your rapier.
I'm gonna bonus action use psychic blades.
Okay.
That's a 17.
That'll hit. Roll the damage as he. You're one of them. You're one of those tormentors.
So that is a 4 psychic damage.
Okay. I'll make this even more sweet as he pulls open, rebuffing, kind of taking the damage, but rebuffing the strike. Tries to kick you. He's going to make an attack. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. As he goes to kick you, that'll be. And 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he kicks you. I need you to make a strength save to see if you stand up or knock prone.
So strength save. That's a 16. How much damage did he do to me here?
8. Okay. As he does, he's going to action surge. He's going to strike again. This time, he's going to bring his blade in after he kicks you, kind of throwing you off balance, trying to stab into one of your knees. That's a 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 12 damage with the spear.
Okay.
As he does, pulls back. Your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna booming blade again. This guy.
Okay.
That's another 8.
Another 8.
Yeah, I'm going to use my. How does disengage? Because I can use cunning action on a bonus. How does disengage work?
It's your action to disengage. Basically, you don't take any damage as you. Oh, you're a rogue, so you can disengage with a bonus action.
So if I disengage, how far do I get away? 30 feet?
Your full movement.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll disengage at 30 feet.
Okay, so you disengage. So that means he doesn't get an opportunity attack as you slide away, pulling back. Get over here! I'm not done with you. As he runs towards you. How much damage from the?
That's 2d8. And that is just that's going to be 10 thunder damage.
10 thunder damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Calm sweaty.
As he comes towards you, he just.
I sort of just I put the rapier and just put it, and then he explodes.
Yeah, just a red in a swirling sandstorm of red dust. He is nothing but red mist as the spear drops in front of you, making it basically slides up towards your feet.
1 health.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, we didn't rest.
No.
Oh, what do you do?
Oh, true. Yeah.
What do I do now? He's gone.
We leveled up.
I'm going to survey my surroundings, Eric, as best as I can. Can I make an investigation check on everything?
Yeah, it's a sandstorm.
Am I in a sandstorm or I'm not in what map?
You're in the same spot.
I'm in the same zone. Okay.
All you see, the only thing that's different is there's no figures around you,
Okay.
and there is the spear that's laying in front of you.
Can I go check out the spear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I guess I'm just gonna go pick up the spear.
Okay. As you do, the spear itself starts to break, almost turning to ash, dust, sand, like surround you.
Do I recognize any lettering on the spear?
As you do, you start to see that spear, whatever is not turned to ash, starts to meld towards your hand, almost like an alloy reaching up your arm, working your way, starting to kind of pour over your body like a sheen of metal, like that scene from The Matrix where he touches the mirror.
Yeah.
You find yourself back in the laboratory. No worse the wear.
Lee's talking to a catatonic.
Yeah, and he snaps back. After about like 6 seconds, he snaps too.
You too? Are you okay?
You look terrible.
Yeah. What happened on this side?
Nothing. You looked in the telescope. There was a flash, like a little bit of a flash, and then you're on the ground.
I'm gonna I tell them everything that happened, and then the spear started engulfing my hand and body in a metal. I didn't know what was going on.
Do you have the rash?
Do I have the do I check?
Is your skin fully alloyed?
It's not alloy. It's you see red, like a red bright rash.
All of my arm, or just like the beginnings of it?
Beginning, kind of like working, basically your hand, where you picked up the spear, up to about your elbow.
Oh, okay.
Is it cold?
Nice.
I'm not gonna touch you because that seems terrible.
Yeah,
Is it cold?
Do I know if it's like inflamed, or do I know if its temperature is cold?
It's cold.
Cold to the touch. I hate that. I think we've learned a valuable lesson not to touch things in this room.
Yes. That was an experience. I don't know who that figure was. It was quite the adversary.
Did you have the? I'm assuming you told us all of this, but did you have the 5 other figures?
No, I looked around. It was the same town that Cyrus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that Cyrus spoke of. I did not see 5 figures. What he did say before he engaged me was something to the effect of, "You send this at me. Is this your savior? Is this who you send to fight?
It's who you send for help.
Yeah, who you send for help."
And you're one of those tormentors, which I'm assuming you told us.
Yeah. It's like I'm assuming he only said that because I struck him with my psychic blades, and possibly he was a warrior, so he was racked with a headache.
That's crazy that both of you were in some storm city, right?
Yes, I was looking at the moon, and before I must have fallen on the ground and was transported, I saw the moon change its hue to a red.
Ruinous.
With the naked eye is the moon.
So the moon is normally red, but it's usually like, if you were to look at it, it's almost like where you can just make out the moon, like if it was in
Did I see like a dark?
so it like brightened up.
Oh, okay.
So it's normally really dark,
Okay.
like it's completely hidden in shadow, and like if you know where to look, you can just kind of make out like you can see the moon in our sky if it's in a full like eclipse or whatever. But then like almost like that last moment, that flash of brightness, and you see this crimson red filled your vision before it is now back to its normal hue. So you
Looking at the wall of runes, how many runic symbols make up the symbol for Runus?
runic symbols.
I was like the symbols.
So
that were on
the
wall.
symbols were representative of constellations, and there was 5 of them. None of them were a symbol of Rudis. They all circled. I think it was the other. It was. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's from the book from
It's kind of like a
the
star map, right?
the village. Yeah.
Right.
I was just like 5 symbols, 5 figures
yeah.
encircling.
So what you gather is those constellations when you look in the sky
Yeah.
encircle where Rudis is sitting in the sky.
Okay. So we can see with the naked eye the constellations
Yep.
that are described on the.
Mm-hmm.
Do we recognize constellations? Are these constellations like we would know? Like
Give me a nature check.
I was like, we knew them because I copied the ones from Lorna's grave.
You should do that again.
Yeah, that was
That's
technically correct. And it was shit. Okay, that's a lot better. Nature, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a 16.
It was
18. 18. I really wanted that 30. I really wanted that 30. 18.
Yeah, you would recognize the constellations as the Archer, the Chalice. I'm letting you write them down.
So fast.
Archer, the Chalice, the Dragon,
Yes.
the Mage, and the Stallion.
Oh.
You said the figure you encountered carried a staff. What?
He carried a spear and a shield and was adept at fighting. He was definitely no amateur warrior.
And the figures you saw, they were all the same? Were they distinguishable from one another?
No.
I don't think so, but
I think they were just like shadows, right? Yeah.
just like indistinguishable red figures. I don't know if they were red. I made that up. All that said, everything in here seems to kill us, so let's take great care.
It's been a drawing night.
I also realize some of us require rest.
Yes.
And we do have a big day tomorrow when
Yes.
we meet that person.
Yeah, we're doing a job for 2 people, right?
Sia.
Sia. And
It's one-
Sia's coming with us.
Sia's coming with us
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We're trying to get paid like 2 people for one job.
Yeah.
It's all different. I get it.
Can
Classic Fool's Gambit.
In this con, it's the way it has to be.
Is there anything that we need to do while it's night, and that we can see the sky before or during rounds of resting? I'm just worried that we'll miss some kind of opportunity tonight while we can see it, or if it's just a temporary, like this is the night of the Rudis being in full force, or if it's just.
Rudis has gone back to its normal self.
It was just the flash.
It was just a flash.
Because when we were also traveling back here, we saw, or you saw a flash.
Rudis is a star encircled by the 4.
Rudis is a moon.
Or is the moon? Is the moon encircled by the 5
There are
constellations?
2 moons.
Right.
There is Katha, which is the big white moon
Yeah.
that circles orbital, is very predictable, much like our moon. That's Katha. Rudis is a second moon that seems to drift, doesn't seem to follow a set pattern. Its kind of orbit is very odd, almost like it sits still in the sky at times. When light appears, is very instantaneous or brief. It's usually a moment to behold if you're ever able to catch a glimpse of it.
So, this lab seems to be set up to study this blood moon, this red moon, Rudis. Is there anything that we can see, possibly of when this moon appeared in the sky? Like I'm talking about like a history, maybe this person like Elefante was like going through books and tomes and stuff like that, and he found something like, oh, it appeared in like 130 years ago, or like, and then that's what's driven his.
Sure. Give me an investigation check as you're looking through his notes to see if you can find anything. What's everybody else doing?
That is a 14.
I remember investigating this room, but not well.
Just to clarify, so even though you went to the same city that is described, you were in kind of like a storm city, right?
I was still in the storm city, but I
But
fought
you were in
somebody.
like a dust
I was in
version
the-
of that city.
I was in
is
like a
that right?
sandstorm city.
It sounded like it was different elements
Yeah,
that
was
each of you went to, but the
Matt's
same version of.
vision more of like a hurricane, or is it more of a dust storm
like a dust storm. So what? To try and clarify, you guys ended up in the same location,
Cool.
just to avoid confusion.
Okay.
I don't know.
The book talks about a city journey home amidst an ever-present storm buffeted by crimson dust. The city gives shelter.
As you're looking through the notes,
Yeah.
all the notes speak of events revolving around Ruidus, kind of a history that people have taken, but there's no like creation of the moon just kind of appeared. None of that's you can't find anything like that.
Did Elefante know when the next Ruidus moon was supposed to occur? Can we decipher that from his notes?
I'll have you give me an investigation check because you're looking for something a little bit different from the other one.
18.
18? Okay, so as you're looking through, you notice that Elefante had a ledger indicating kind of like dates, and you gather that it corresponds to when Ruidus came out in a full moon. So not like this flash, but spent a day, say, in full sight. The dates don't have a set pattern, so it's kind of hard to predict. But as you're reading down the list, you notice one date is in the future. You gather that the next date in the list that Elefante had would put it about 4 weeks away from now. I guess, well, if you know the date, it would be 3 weeks and 6 days. If you want a specific time frame.
How is doing?
Okay, so we got some time.
I'm gonna relay that to you all. So, what do we know of Elefante's place? We know that someone assassinated him for information that he did not give up. This lab was locked when we arrived, despite everything else being shuffled around. So, I'm assuming they didn't make it down here.
No, I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I agree with that.
They took Elefante's body away, is that right?
No,
Or is it still
so
there?
when we got here the first time,
Yeah.
me and
Just you and I.
Issa, right?
Yeah.
We got here because we wanted to check up on Elefante. You guys were like at the armor.
I'm getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
Sweet tats.
Yeah, just a little raw.
Elefante was already dead. He was in like a pool of his own blood, and then the person
Stabbed in the back.
stabbed in the back. Yes, and the person who just randomly appeared, the second person that gave us the same job, touched Elefante, and he dissolved into ash.
It was terrible. We
And
left
then
immediately.
when you guys were like, why'd you bring this person to us? And we're like, because he turned someone to ash.
We didn't feel like being Ash.
Yeah.
And so then she hired us, and we still don't trust
Yes,
her.
I
Is
know.
she on our ship?
No, she's waiting around. I thought. No. Is she on her ship because the
because
cyborg's watching her?
Yeah.
The cyborg is watching her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So it was like 1,000% Elefante that was dead. It wasn't like
From
an
what-
impulse or anything.
It was a large elephant, and we've met him before.
Okay.
Yeah, so like we
Yeah.
can't be sure if it was Elefante, right? Like, but that's the it's
Yeah,
the only.
presumably.
It's, yeah,
Okay.
and they could have.
Because I was
We
thinking,
also learned that there are
He's
rare.
an illusionist.
you know, yeah,
Do you think-
he's
yeah.
an illusionist, and like this whole place was still locked up. It
There's
could have
booby
just been
traps.
like a defense. Yeah, like it could have just been one of the many.
Matt Checklin over there.
You don't think it was fake Elefante?
You think it was
Elefante?
for real?
Elefante.
Oh, that's.
I have no idea. What I'm getting an increasing suspicion is there's nothing worth sticking around for.
No, I
here.
think
I'd like to take the note.
I think you are right.
I don't want to stay here anymore.
No, neither do I. I would like to go to sleep, please.
Can we sleep yet?
Nope.
No. Do you not remember the ghost?
I'm the ghost.
I would like to, if any of you have the capability, I would like to lock the lab back up.
Yes, let's do that. I think.
Like the trapdoor at the top. Like we'll climb back out.
Well, like kind of like.
Can you grow some sort of cover? Nature person? I'm sure I
Let me
have
see what
straight
I
up
got.
rope.
I could help us get out of here without a trace.
That is all. We will, I'm also asking for that.
Useful.
I'm also asking for that.
What else can I do?
I do have something, but I don't think it's necessarily the right thing.
I mean, I could light the entire place on fire, but I don't think that'll serve us well.
Destroying it's the easy way. Well, maybe not.
So touching the book is what triggered your.
Seems that way.
I'd like to take the book, but I don't want to touch it.
Does anybody have mage hand?
Like, I can make things thick and overgrown, but I don't think it's going to like block anything out.
It could hide it though. I want it
That's
to be
true.
less likely for someone to find it.
So I'm probably also gonna fuck up the neighbors' yards.
We don't know people here.
Yeah.
So we used a key, didn't we? To open the hatch?
That we got from the box.
Yeah, that killed my snake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can we
Your
just
snake can be reset.
can we just
I
relock
chose
everything
snake.
else
That's true.
and bring the key with us? Is that an option?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
But also make it overgrown. Because I think we disarmed whatever magical enchantment.
Okay.
Alright, what
Do I
regular?
need to? Yeah. So.
Okay, so as you guys
Shadow
lock up-
Fingers,
Yeah.
As we're leaving, because I don't want to have to lock out of this, like whatever I end up doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the book. How? I was like, can I lasso it?
I have mage hand.
You
Can
have
you just,
mage
like,
hand?
I could get Steve to pick it up.
Can you just have like clothing
You
or
can get
something
Steve to
and
pick it up?
Yeah.
bag it?
That'd be great. I just don't want us to touch it, but I don't want other people to have
Yeah.
it.
Don't worry about Steve. He'll be fine.
Great.
He's not.
Steve falls catatonic.
Oh my god!
I have so many books.
You've enslaved a real bird!
Alright, we are leaving. Steve's taking the book. Does Steve die?
So as Steve, no, he's fine.
Yeah.
Explodes in red dust.
I can bring it back.
We're gonna warn our
It cost you a thing.
Yeah, but we're going to bed soon, so.
Yeah, and you can only use Steve an hour at a time.
Yeah, but we haven't been here an hour.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so we gotta hurry.
All of those things, not a problem.
That's what I was actually supposed to check. I was like, how long do I have Steve?
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna ask Serenity if there's a good place to secure this book.
Okay, so you guys are all heading back to the
Yeah.
Yeah, and once we're like 50 feet away, boom, plants. Well, the plants are there, just go.
All right, as you are heading back to the Silver Thread Citadel,
I swear to God, it's those jerks, isn't it? The jerk band of people.
you are able to get to your ship
Oh, thank
uneventfully.
All right. Is the lady still on
Are they
there?
concerned?
Chilling with the cyborg?
Serenity's like,
Serenity?
Showing up.
Your-
He just shows up.
your guest, your guest is sleeping. It is rather late, so everything seems to be clandestine.
The ship's in working order.
The ship has been repaired.
And
It
we
is
have-
ready to set off for Bazixan tomorrow, if that is still the plan.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yep.
Don't have captain or captain.
Borges like,
It's got a migraine.
we got this. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
ask Serenity to put the book somewhere safe, noting that even she should probably not touch it.
okay. Well noted. Maybe I can grab some thick cloth from below decks and wrap the book up and stow it away in my room, or I guess my quarters,
I'm going to watch her do that to make sure she doesn't fall catatonic.
without touching the book. Is able to wrap things up, brings it into her private chamber for safekeeping.
Serenity, can I ask you one more favor? Since I understand you don't sleep, please
I don't.
watch our guest.
Okay, not a problem.
She's not to be trusted.
You seem to make that clear with
Right.
every statement you make.
I'd like to continue to make that clear.
Yeah, we're just gonna make it as clear as possible.
Okay, well, if I'm watching over your guest, I won't be able to perform my normal duties maintaining kind of a perimeter around the ship. So I don't know if you guys are going to be covering that, or we're good. We're in town, so it shouldn't be too.
I will summon Dominic and put.
I can watch our guest.
You don't need to sleep.
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Alright.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. So,
Can we long rest this up?
if you guys are going to bed,
Oh my god.
who's going to bed?
I would like to go to
I
bed.
am
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys go to bed, Cyrus, staying up for the night.
Yep.
First of all, I would like you to, well, yeah, make a Constitution saving throw to start.
Get disrupted.
I was full.
Oh,
That one, baby.
That one? I love it.
Oh,
We were all awake.
does he fall asleep?
No, he stays up. Do you have a point of exhaustion already?
Nope.
So you can take.
Wait. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I might actually. Oh, yes, I do.
So you are now
Really?
you are now up to 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
That being said, I want everybody to know I use a different exhaustion rule because the one in the game is way too complex and too hard to memorize. So whatever your exhaustion level is at, just subtract that number from all your rolls.
Oh, it's so much easier.
Oh.
No, because otherwise it's
It's like disadvantage on every.
Disadvantage, my
Saving
speed is
roll,
halved. Like,
Yeah.
it's bad.
So if you do get to 6, you die. But but to make it easy, if you're exhaustion level 2, just reduce 2 from everything.
Okay.
That's how I'm dealing with it.
Okay.
However, that rash starts to get a little bit more severe as you can almost start to see your veins starting to bulge through, and it seems to expand across your face, a little bit on the side of your cheek, and you can feel that cold burning sensation working its way down your back as you're kind of fighting against tiredness, lethargy, and sleep. But you are able to stay up for the night. What are you doing?
Honestly, not much. I think
Mhm.
he's just going to sit outside of the door of the room that she's in, just staring at the door,
Give me
listening.
a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Sorry, perception.
Okay, I was like, who are we persuading?
He's convincing himself.
Sorry.
That one.
Oh.
That dice is in dice jail.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Poor guy.
the night seems to go off uneventfully.
I knew our robot should have done this.
I like it. So as you spend the night watching, sitting out by the door, not a peep, not a sound. You might have drifted off a little bit. You don't know.
Yeah.
But you definitely didn't get
Okay.
any rest
Yeah.
this evening. Is there anything else you'd like to do during the night?
I don't think so. I think the one other thing is just spends, like, in addition to just like staring at the door and listening, is just taking out the silver dice from his bag and just kind of rolling them against the floor. Not really like paying attention, but just doing it sort of absent-mindedly.
Perfect. As you do, and you kind of roll the dice, you notice the silver of these dice almost has like a reddish dye to them, as they're just like rusty in color when you look at them. As the morning sun comes up, they look fine, like silver. But you could have sworn as you were playing with them, they got redder and redder the more you rolled them. The morning comes, you guys all take a long rest. You guys are fine, no other issues.
Could we have started flying by night, considering... No.
So Serenity's like, well, now that you're up, we're all ready to go. The ordinances of this town to not fly off during the evening have been met, so we are able to take off. There's a noise protocol. We don't want to wake people up in the middle of this of the night. Yeah, bylaws, noise bylaws. They're very particular if you want to land back in town in the future. So it's probably best that we didn't break that rule. So
Away we go. How long's our journey?
We could probably be there. It'll be probably the majority of the day, but we can get there before the end of this day. Unless there's anything you want to do before we leave.
Now that I do want to try something.
Sorry?
Do you have a long rest on your app?
Yeah, it's just good.
Little camp.
Oh, thank you.
Camp.
No, I had to figure it out this week.
Mm-hmm.
We want to take you guys to any kind of like healers or anything? Seeing that you guys have this spreading rash situation? Like, is there a herbalist or?
I don't think there's anything really crazy like that in this town.
Do you feel different?
Eric has the rash like gone up my arm as well. No, it's not gone up my arm.
The feeling hasn't changed?
Yeah.
I was thinking about trying counterspell on your arm.
Go for it.
Oh, I think counterspell.
Oh no, I can't use it in that way.
Yeah.
You're right.
But if you had like a dispel
Yeah,
or
dispel
a
magic.
curse curing like
What are you
lifting thing.
talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing there? I'm gonna cast a spell magic on.
You could just.
No, I just picked it up last night.
Wow.
Cool. Who are you casting it on?
So it's real talk.
The half sleeve.
I'll go up, the half sleeve. We'll see
Okay.
what happens.
So Sterny's like, so we're going, or
Onwards, right?
all right. So
Yeah, we can do this on
the ship.
Oh, my snake armor!
Engage.
No, we can leave. It's fine.
No, we'll get your armor real quick.
No, we don't have to do
Serenity dash to the arm. No.
Yeah, you can grab your armor.
Hey, let's get
It's
your
gonna
armor.
take all day anyway. Great, I'll take my +1 snake armor.
Yes, you
and
got-
I'll put it on my other snake.
Yeah,
It's not dead.
you strap it on. You got your snake armor +1 on.
All right,
AC.
engage.
Okay, as you guys leave Zadash behind, and you're taking the better part of this day in travel to kind of just talk amongst yourselves if there's anything you guys want to discuss, but let's resolve this first.
Yes.
Okay.
So, assuming it's of magical origin, just from everything going on. That's what I was doing last night, finishing off her portion of this. So yeah, I'm going to cast the spell magic on.
Okay.
And this is ritual?
Oh, we got his time.
All right, so you start to. Yeah.
Is it a ritual?
No, it's not.
Oh, sorry.
Fourth level?
So
Yeah,
you're.
straight up.
Yeah. So you're working. What level did you cast it at?
I only have third.
30. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You start to cast this dispel magic, and you start to see your hand, that redness, start to dissipate. The brightness, the like bright crimson color starts to fade a bit, and then you feel like that cold burning sensation in your arm starting to burn harder as you start to see the veins in your arm start to pulse out, start to boil up. Like you can see kind of like varicose veins across your arm, and where you think like the purplish blue varicose vein would be, it's a bright crimson red across your arm where that magic seems to have taken hold. You get a point of exhaustion.
Oh shit. Can we even roll to see if it works?
It seems. So the rash itself is gone?
No,
No?
Or it's still.
it's gotten worse.
Oh,
Arguably worse.
Double
Oh,
down.
sorry. I thought it was. It's gone, but
We are
fucking
not
can't.
doing that again. I'm so sorry.
No.
Dispel magic.
Uh,
Matt, did you want to put the exhaustion in the app?
Yeah. It's
But I'm over.
it's under conditions, like in the same boxes
Oh.
where defenses are.
Oh, okay.
Why would that happen?
So it started to, like, it got worse in the same way that yours, in theory, got worse when you got more exhaustion? That's so
It's just
weird.
strange that we get triggered by.
It seems
It's got like an immune
sentient.
response. Yeah. Yeah. It's a spell that has its own immune response.
Yeah.
And we don't know if you failed. Like, I guess-
succeed.
As
It
a
got worse. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
as a spellcaster, that's your first time casting it, so I'm not going to give you much more than that.
Yeah, it's not God, that's all I know.
Interesting. Could you dispel the
something
book so that we could read it?
What?
Could you dispel the book so that we could read it? Or have we already read it?
This one read it, and that's what sent him to the sandstorm.
No, we had to actually read it. Let me just touch it.
Well, I
Great
I
question.
remember.
Failed wisdom save.
I could.
But I'm also, conscious of...
which music on what slot?
Can you long rest while we're traveling for the day?
Burn all of my
Just
Sleep
sleep
for
You said it would be all day.
Sleep 12
Let's throw
hours.
everything
get up,
at it.
don't
Zach
get
is doing
spell, go back to sleep.
It's a 10-hour trip.
It's a 10-hour trip. All we've got is time. What is Sia doing?
Flying the ship. Or sorry, no.
I was like, why?
Yeah.
Is there
So,
anything else I could use with second of the help out?
well, this is very interesting. I must say that I'm quite impressed with your access to these airships. They're quite rare. How did you luck into? Because you definitely didn't earn this yourselves, given your appearances and need for employment. Yeah. How did you come across this ship?
Insults are such an interesting way to acquire information.
Well, I figure I've got some flexibility since I am paying for this.
Not paying for insults.
Throws you a gold.
Alright.
You want to hit me too?
Damn.
If you're into that, she winks.
Cyrus doesn't actually see that.
I think you should feel so bad. Random luck.
Well, hopefully that luck holds up.
So far it has. See, we had such an odd introduction. I'd be so curious to know more about you.
Well, I'm a businesswoman out for adventure and recovering something that I think is of fascinating scientific interest. Beyond my pursuits, I enjoy long walks along the beach. At least the ones that are on the westerly coast. The east coast has been a little blighted of late.
Wait.
Yeah,
I know.
wine. I'm a purveyor of fine wines. What else would you like to know?
That spell you used on Elefante, it was unlike others I'd seen before. Where did you learn that?
Let's just say my teachings bring me some useful tricks.
Seems so.
So completely unhelpful. Got it.
Yep. Literally destroy our whole ship with the touch. It's great.
Best you don't pry in my personal affairs, but if you want to keep it nice and light, I'm not opposed to that.
Trapped on a ship for 10 hours. There's books in. You went through the library. You went through the library
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't looking for any books on Red Rashes, so I could give that a go.
I'd like to look at the library to see if there's any more books on Ruidus.
Yeah, yeah. I'll join Lucy in that.
Okay, you guys gone down to the library?
Issa, sorry, not the psycho.
Yeah.
Not this. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Do we actually want to try to dispel the book?
The scary book? I mean, if we get there in what time did we wake up? Like, what time are we arriving is my real question.
You'll be arriving just after supper time.
Did you read any of the books before?
Don't actually remember.
So we have no idea what the
Yeah.
contents are, do we?
As you were reading through it,
So I thought it was as I started to read, I just felt catatonic.
yep.
So we just have this book we know nothing about aside from.
Yeah.
There's bad things.
A book that we can't touch.
Just
A gust cantrip, just every page.
I'm willing to touch it after you try to spell it.
Okay.
And I'll just give myself some temporary hit points just to try and get some kind of a boost.
I'm going to investigate the library.
Yeah.
We're just gonna leave us to
We're trying to do one scene at a time.
We're in the library. I'm looking at you because I can't stop
You want to take a crack at that catatonic book?
Yeah, I could do
Try to
that.
work out the kinks in this.
Yeah, totally. Like dwarf fortitude. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's go.
Captain, my captain. Let's.
All right.
Before he starts the book.
Yeah.
We know none of his moves
Yeah.
are
Oh,
abused.
don't take the book. Whatever you do, it's for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do you have to touch it
No, I don't.
to
think
dispel
so.
it?
No,
I was like, what are you doing?
No, I'm going to get
Dispel is
close
just
to
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
within
It's like
range,
150 feet away. I think.
Okay. Great.
Your mind was terrifying.
Do we want to be like 20 feet back from it? Just as we dispel it? Like be on the opposite side of the room?
Captain's quarter.
Yeah, it's the biggest room apparently. There was a big fight over it.
It's all rebuilt, right?
Yeah.
It is rebuilt. There's
Why
no
don't we
longer
do
a
that?
hole in the floor.
Okay.
Let's take a step back. You never
find out
know.
if there's
Maybe
a
there's a
hole.
bag of holding going into another bag of holding. Yeah.
All right.
You could have bought a bag of holding instead of bought snake.
Okay.
armor.
So can we get the what's her name, Serenity,
Mhm.
to just like in the pouch that she'll
Oh,
cloth
yeah,
that she's
yeah,
wearing,
yeah.
drop it on the other side of the captain's.
Removes the cloth without
Chambers.
touching it.
Excellent.
So what are you guys planning to do with this book?
We want to read it
Okay.
after we
Yes.
dispel.
Yeah. So.
Cast it.
Spelling it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not locked. You could just
Tell me how you.
Out there.
Go ahead. Give me your brand of dispel magic, since it seems to be your bread and butter now.
That's where it's like I'm going to get closer. I'm not going to touch it, but yeah. It's
All right.
just-
Your hands almost like light up on fire as the.
yeah. You're going to get like.
Nice.
And as you do, you feel like an energy release, like deflation around it.
Okay.
Cool.
Unlike what happened with Tibb's arm, you just feel like a wave of release, like a.
I think it worked this
Yeah?
time.
Okay. So no need to do extra prepping to touch it. You feel confident in it?
99%.
All right. I'll grab it. I'll walk to the.
You grab the
room
book.
And, yeah, with you
As-
lifting on my shoulder.
As you do, you grab the book. You put your hands around it. And
Yeah.
seems fine.
Knowledge! I say it loud enough that everyone on the ship can probably.
putting our heads in the library. What do you mean?
We did it.
Yeah. Can we open it?
Yeah.
And read through it?
You open the book.
Yeah.
Pages are all blank.
Ah,
I don't know this.
As you start pouring through page blank, 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 blank.
Dispel the dispel.
You recall seeing at least words,
Yeah.
glowing words. They're no longer there.
Maybe it can only be read by moonlight or something.
yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the invisible ink is acting up again.
Yeah, the sun just,
Yeah.
Maybe we need a mirror or some sort of.
Yeah. We'll come back to this.
This arcane stuff's actually.
Maybe the book needs a long rest.
Well, that's good. Serenity, can you
Yeah,
back me up?
I can put it away. As you see, C is like, that's interesting. What do you have there?
Just an empty notebook.
Yeah, just not my notebook.
Fucking deception.
For both?
Yeah, I like to think you both kind of said it like very stumbly.
Wow.
Did you both hit 3?
At the same time,
City.
we both say different
The
things.
dice gods really want me to roll threes tonight.
We both claimed it.
Do you have a dice that needs
Yeah.
dice jam?
It's
Well, this is a different dice. The other one was wrong. And now it's like, no,
You just get the one eyebrow raise.
so
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I will remember this.
Okay, miss. I don't want anyone to know about my personal affairs.
Again, business relationship. I'm the one with the money.
you don't own us though.
No, but I like to throw my money around.
Yeah, I did.
You can
Maybe
bet-
$1 to insult me.
That was too low for the record.
You're worth more than that.
Easily 2 gold.
I'll negotiate for you. Wait.
You'll take 10 gold to insult now, 5 gold to insult later.
His roasting fee.
Anyway, we're in the library.
So,
Wow.
unless there's anything else we're doing, who wants to give me an adventure roll for the day as you fly to Bazixan to see if anything interesting happens?
Yeah,
Any
you
more
go
ones
ahead.
in here?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Do I don't subtract from this roll. It's just
No,
straight
this is it, anybody can roll this.
Oh, cool, that's
11.
Oh,
11. Okay.
very cool.
Thank you.
As you guys are flying, and I'm gonna say since you rolled,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like brooding off the side of the ship, just kind of watching on the horizon, and you notice something. You notice a flock of birds.
Oh.
What catches your eye, though, is this flock of birds is you're likely going to cross paths, but probably not going to hit them. You notice one of them in this like gaggle of, they're not like predator birds, they're just like seagulls or something like that, but big seagulls. One of them seems to have what looks like 2 boots that are laced together in its talons, kind of a mix from it. What would you like to do?
Huh.
See us flying by. You figure in the next 2 or 3 minutes, you're gonna at least get close enough to maybe within like cross paths with this thing.
Huh. Now, I haven't been in an airship for that long, but even I haven't seen something like that before.
No.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if anyone else is nearby on deck, but I'd sort of gesture over and say, "You see that? You see these boots?"
Sorry, who did you gesture to?
anybody nearby. So
Yeah.
Not us.
It could be randomly, yeah.
One of you two, I guess.
No, we can be on deck. No, we put the book away. Like, let's get some fresh ideas.
Yeah.
Just wrap it up. Didn't tell us ever.
just like literally nothing to see here.
What book?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys see this? These boots?
See birds? Oh, yeah.
Shall we look closer? As when I think we're moving towards them, right? We're gonna kind of intercept.
Yeah, like you're gonna fly by.
Okay.
Be like 30 feet at the closest point as you cross paths above it.
Yeah, when we get into shooting range. Hey you! To the bird.
Are you speaking with animals or are you just commenting to a
Just
bird?
comment.
Serenity, can you get us closer to
I
that
forgot we had a druid in the party.
flock of birds?
Oi!
Oh, the bird talks.
Oh shit.
What's with the boots?
Oi, we found him! Oi! And you hear all of them. Oi, oi, oi!
They look finding.
Mine.
It's all you, buddy.
Why do you have them?
Oi! Boots?
Okay. I
Oi,
was just really
food?
excited.
Food?
Shoot him.
What are they saying?
Boots and food.
Do they want
Hey.
food?
For the boots?
Yeah.
Trade? Are these tradesy seagulls or whatever?
Give us the. If you're relaying this, say, tell them we'll give them some rations if they give us the boots.
You got some food if you want?
Food, food, food! And the horde starts to
Oh god.
work its way towards you.
Oh
They're
god.
too good.
large.
The horde.
They just become one large seagull.
Yeah.
I've never
flock.
heard of a horde of seagulls.
You want these boots?
They're starting to move towards you.
I'm
Yeah.
curious. It's a long, boring trip, so yes.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I'll distract them with some food and try to snag the boots off of them.
Okay.
Because we have like a whole store of food, right?
Yeah, give me an animal handling check if you're doing it or if anybody else is.
You see your character like
As you
fucking grabbing.
Cerny's like, what's going on?
Oh,
As this flock of seagulls starts to fly onto the ship.
Thank goodness we don't have like propeller engines
Yeah.
in this ship.
No. 22.
What? That one's not jailed for the super important role.
So you're trying. What are you trying to do? You're grabbing. You're handing them food. So they're like flocking towards you, and you feel them pecking towards you, like grabbing the food out of your hands as you're getting swarmed. Have you ever seen Home Alone 2?
Oh yeah.
The scene with the scene with the pigeons.
Yes.
It's like that, where you're just getting swarmed as they're all like pecking. You are going to take some damage as they can't distinguish. They can't distinguish between fox and food.
Fine.
8 points of damage.
How many fucking birds are there?
Murder town folks.
I would have laughed if they had taken your clothes.
Well, then you got the boots.
Your clothes get all like ripped up.
Leave your boots.
We still got plenty of time for a short rest to get back your health.
Yeah.
You're about halfway through the trip. So, all right, you're getting attacked by this swarm.
Yeah. So, just trying to distract them with the food. I don't just want to track them, distract them, and then snag the boots.
Okay, that's gonna be a sleight of hand check.
These birds are gonna murder you.
That's fine. Oh. 6.
You are overwhelmed and overcome by the birds as you are unable to find.
Alright. So Cyrus, seeing you struggle to grab them, is gonna step in.
Otherwise, police are going to come out.
Yeah. So I guess first he's gonna try to just do, if he can, do what you were gonna do and just grab the boots.
You can give me a sleight of hand check as you reach in trying to like pull these boots.
That is a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to get the boots off of and pulled because they're distracted. It is good enough to grab these boots from the swarm, from the flock, from the herd, from the
flock of seagulls.
Yeah. Okay. So I grab the boots and I'm like, okay, that's it. All right, get out of here. He's gonna start to try and like push them.
Your persuasion check.
You have to persuade the birds.
Unless you want to do something different.
I mean, I was gonna be more forceful, but I can persuade.
You can intimidate them.
I'll intimidate. Wait, that is a 14.
14?
Yeah.
You just hear, thanks, as they like pull off with the food. And they are looking back towards Cyrus, fearful, as they take off, leaving the ship and their journey to head in different directions.
All right.
They're all going in different directions?
Oh no, from you guys.
Okay, no, just checking. I was...
They are not following us for the boots.
Nice boots.
Well, yeah. So looking at the boots, are they just like worn?
Just boots.
Just like super mundane boots. No, there's something.
Oh,
Could have been just for
they're
fun.
just trash shoes.
Sometimes the dungeon master needs to have fun too.
Go take a nap.
Yeah, you had a really rough.
Reporting.
Describe to me what you think these boots look like.
I mean, I honestly, my initial, first thought was that these were just like shitty worn boots with the front cap missing.
Yeah.
Or not missing, but
Mhm.
kind of detached from the sole.
Okay.
That's sort of the initial thought that I had, was that they were kind of worn down, leather boots.
Okay. Yeah. They look like that.
Yeah.
However, when you grab them, you get a buzz, a feeling, something arcane in these. And as you hold on to them, they start to mold and shape themselves into, so like dingy, similar to kind of the getup of this flock of seagulls. As you hold on to them, they turn into something more elaborate, more elegant, more your style. And as you can see this magic shift, again, like kind of whatever you feel like is the appropriate style of these things, the one adornment, as you notice, is on the side of them. Almost looks like it's not an adornment, but like a pattern of blue glowing light that, if you just look at it, looks like a Pegasus wing.
Oh, I know what these are.
So, with that, you guys are taking some time. Do anything else as you travel to Bazixan?
We're in the library.
Right. You're looking for books on the moon.
Yep.
And you're looking for...
Wait, no, weren't you looking?
No, I'm looking for, I guess...
rash books?
Yeah, books about
Okay.
like mysterious rash, and you're gonna look for books about Rudis.
Rudis, yeah.
Rudis,
Okay.
Rudis.
If you're... Since you got enough time, you're going to spend some time figuring out what these things are.
Yep.
You can add boots of levitation to your inventory.
Nice.
So
That's
dope.
sweet.
So, give me an investigation check as you're looking through the library for the two of you.
Poor Fox did all the work for this. Cyrus is just like yoink.
I was like, I
He's like,
You found them? I just got these.
Fox is like on the
systems.
ground, like,
peck marks everywhere.
I don't need to fly.
I gotta get it.
Yeah.
You're taking an 8-hour
Yeah, that's
nap
it.
on
Yeah.
this 10-hour
that's a
journey.
6 Eric.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking through, and unfortunately, there's not a lot to have on this very unique arcane investigation.
Do I also need an investigation check? 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't much in this library for the topics you're looking at. The best you can find is a calendar on Katha.
Okay.
You get your typical one full moon a month. It waxes and wanes along a pretty routine cycle. There are a couple instances where Katha has gone dim unnaturally, and dates that seem to line up with dates you've seen previously or in the past day.
Okay. That's something.
But beyond that, you aren't able to find much more of interest or knowledge on the boat. You guys have done something. What's Agent Peach up to?
I don't really know what I'm up to be honest. Maybe rubbing like some kind of moisturizing herbal cream on my back. I'm still kind of getting used to this tattoo.
Okay. You as you were like rubbing this on, you hear, see it, sick tats. I do appreciate an individual that likes to adorn themselves. What's the art for?
It's a symbol of sorts. It's pretty personal. It's actually got a pretty personal, cool meaning to it, and I would ask that we don't get too
care to
into
share?
personal affairs unless you want to trade these personal affair story for personal affair story.
Interesting.
Tell me something interesting I don't know.
Well,
What's your
she
background?
rolls up her
Oh.
strap. She's got a full arm sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Full arm sleeve tattoo. If we're trading tat stories, I'm down for it. But after all, gentlemen first.
Oh, so kind. Well, yeah. As you can see, it's raw and fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Hence the moisturize. You got to keep that.
Exactly.
You got to keep that skin
Actually,
nice and wet.
If I missed a spot, can you just grab right?
Give me a. I want a fucking persuasion check on this.
Can you moisturize my back?
Like you're not gonna room at all.
That's gonna be a straight 50.
Yeah, she starts rubbing your shoulders.
It's not
Rubbing your-
sexual. It's just like from pure like empathy and understanding.
Absolutely, I've been through
The
it
fact that you
before.
had to shout it, it's not.
Just to be clear, things have gotten out of hand way too quickly in the past.
She's rubbing your, is it your deltoids?
Yeah.
Deltoids are down here. Traps?
yeah.
Your traps.
Yeah. Let's say that.
Yeah, she's moisturizing your traps. So what's with the skull?
The skull. It's a symbol of death, naturally, mixed with life, balance, and it reminds me of my days as an interrogator.
Interrogator, do tell. I've piqued my interest. Who are you with?
Oh, that's a great question.
The orc.
The what's that called?
I don't remember.
The
What?
What were you looking for?
I think it was just royal interrogators. My guys.
Interesting. Deception check.
Okay.
Stay there. Are you lying?
No, but maybe it's a memory thing. It's gonna be a 3.
3? Haven't heard of the royal investigators at all.
No. Yeah,
That's a new one for me.
It's a startup. It's pretty new.
Everyone loves startup law enforcement.
It's pretty new.
Where are you based out of?
Well, wherever I go, really, it's a real self-started.
So you're a self-employed startup.
It's pretty.
We're
No, I should say I'm on kind of a contract basis at the moment, but I did.
So you do
kinda grow up.
private investigations?
I have not before.
Remember, she's rubbing your shoulders.
Yeah. As she said the word private, I step away. I'm just like, I have not before. It's generally just me not remembering from.
Well, after this gig's done, would you be interested in doing some investigations for me separately?
I might, but I must warn you, some of my investigations do get a little bit
Intense.
Choose the next word.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an intense person. I'm up for it.
It's happening again.
It's happening.
I like leaned away from you that entire time. I was like, this is all you.
Oh, you should have been in the first campaign we were in.
The second she slips into a western drawl, you're screwed. Or southern drawl.
I will gather that like you're not getting like there's not a lot of sexual tension here. She's being pretty up and up.
Great. Yeah. So that's me though. We can certainly revisit that. And tell me about your tattoo.
Well, and as she points down, at first you're like, oh, it's a bunch of snakes wrapped around the arm, but it's not. As you look closer, the black, the inky blackness of it ends with like almost like cephalopod tentacles at the base. And as you trace up and she pulls up the sleeve to her shoulder, it culminates on what looks like the back or the starting of a displacer beast tattoo with all of the tentacles wrapping around their arm. So this one here, it's goes back to my days in the consortium when I was first starting out. Sorry, I lost the voice. One of my first missions, I was sent out on a journey to go capture a creature that we were looking to understand its properties a little bit better. Very, very dangerous foe, and we managed to get it. Unfortunately, it also managed to get most of us. Myself and my partner were the only 2 of our group of 12 that made it back. So I got this to commemorate the occasion and was the reason why I got promoted in the consortium. At least now I'm able to go do some studies abroad.
Do I gather from the story that the creature that they learned more about was a displacer?
Yeah, like she.
What is that?
Well, it's a cat-like creature that can bend space-time around them to make themselves very difficult to catch, and it's a predator that's beyond reproach. It ripped my colleagues, some of them Goliaths, half-orcs, a gnome who's very ragey, were just mincemeat for this creature. We had to outsmart it, trapping it, and containing it was the only way we were able to get it back. We weren't able to defeated mustering muscle against it itself. It's very, very strong.
Is this creature with the consortium now?
It's long been studied.
This really is.
You can say that parts of it are still there.
Wow. And what happened to your colleague? Were they promoted as well? Are they still with the consortium?
Yes, very much so. They're still back in Ankarel.
Ankarel.
Yeah, they've got an office job, if you will.
What's their name?
Didn't think we were gonna get into this. Let me a second, because I don't want to screw the name up.
That means it's important.
Because he's not going to just make it.
Can't just make it up. I'm not making anything up here.
What about the birds?
The birds had a deep and rich, long backstory that you guys chose not
They
to.
just took all their frustrations out of the box.
I chose to ignore.
Okay. Well, he goes by the name of Baelish.
Interesting. And he's some kind of a researcher there, or what does he do?
He's an administrator, if for lack of a better word. He's the one that coordinates certain employees to go out on certain missions. Let's say
Doles out.
the jobs. Yeah, a dispatcher,
Okay.
but like a much more well-informed dispatcher.
Right. Yeah. How does he learn about the goings on of the world?
Well, our network provides information to the consortium, and I've said too much.
Caught up in the action.
Yeah,
Wow, that is a great tattoo story. Thank you.
Thanks, friend.
That is curious. I, at one point or another, relay all of this to everyone on board so that they are aware. Because I don't think we know that much about the consortium so far, other than the hanging out of it.
The base is Marquette. That's all.
I thought it was Ankarel.
That
that
Marquette's
guy.
the other consonant. Marquette,
Ankarel is the capital of Marquette.
Okay.
Geography.
yeah.
Okay.
The consortium has a rep for bribing people and being nefarious.
So, with that,
Straight ride.
you guys arrive in Bazikzan as you travel the 10 hours across over the Ashkeeper Peaks down into the valley, the Jorhaus Valley.
You said it's around like dinner time.
It's about dinner. It's a little after, like the sun's starting to set as you guys are able to land. You notice your appearance gathers quite a crowd. People aren't used to seeing skyships in this backwater city. And as you approach, you notice the city itself is a collection of makeshift, kind of kept together, repaired over time, military-looking city behind a giant black wall with large gates at the front. Think the gates of Mordor are holding back what looks like a smaller village behind it. Beyond the village, and kind of beyond into the mountains that are before you, these red dust mountains that reach up in either side, you see a tall black spire reaching 70 stories into the air. This large fortress built into the side of this mountain, like Minas Tirith, but like a black Minas Tirith behind it. You see a guy walk off with fire, and he no. And that's where we'll take a break as you guys are landing in Bazikzan. Okay, so let's jump back into it. As you guys land in front of the gates, the dark gates of Bazikzan, they start to crank open slowly, methodically, or just enough that an individual can walk out. You see a dark elf, long white hair, large pauldrons billowing cloak approaching. Hail and well met.
Hell.
Hello.
What brings an airship to our town? We could use some help. You have reinforcements on board.
Nope, just our small party.
Tourists?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow, you-
So I'm gonna glance
Cable-
at
No.
Sia.
I know, yeah, I was like,
How is she reacting to this?
She's like, get us in. Get us in.
are tourists allowed? We'd understood that we wouldn't have any trouble.
Hopefully you're not looking for high-end accommodations, but we can certainly take passers-by. Where are you heading to?
Just seeing the sights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was literally trying to I was like, shit, we have notes about where we're supposed to go.
Got nice mountains around here and stuff.
All right. Well, I'd be careful with where you park that ship, but you're welcome to come on in.
Where do we need to park it?
Keep it off the ground.
Is there something we can tether it to?
Kind of just waves.
There's a 70-story spire.
Any particular reason?
That's exactly why I would like to.
Any particular reason you want it off the ground?
Well, the knights are not too forgiving here.
What's going on?
Could you elaborate?
Well, I wish I could, but every night seems to be something different that shows up. Hopefully, you're well rested.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
Hope you guys don't need high level fueling.
Feeling fine.
Never better.
Question. The name's Velan Thalis. I am the administrator of this place.
Sounds familiar.
There's a villain from the last.
Veland, what exactly is the military doing in this town?
Well, since you guys are taking her, come on in. He kind of waves you towards the. You see that tower up there?
Yeah.
Pointing.
How could we miss it?
Well, that is one of the last, one of the artifacts of the calamity.
Oh.
The tower is the artifact.
Well, it used to be a fortress for the betrayer gods, and remains it remains a gate for their demonic presence to seep back into this world. So we, as a military base, try and kill things that come out of it. So, excuse me if I'm a little perturbed at tourists coming in.
That explains why the night times are a little,
Different.
A little dangerous.
yeah. Alright.
But have a look around.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so
Anything you? I hope we don't run into anything unsafe out here. But if we do, any tips from your knights of dealing with it?
Make sure you have yourself a good healer, or you got coin to pay for ours.
Oh, okay.
Veland, what have you faced in the nighttime? What was the most memorable light you've had in the last week?
Well, in the last couple days, we've faced off against. Have you ever seen a mound of mud rise up from the ground, grow eyes and teeth, and eat your best friend?
Are we sure it was mud?
No, it was flesh. But I tried to.
Jesus. Okay.
But I tried to keep it a little brief for the touristy crowd.
Veland, that's quite a story. You were saying a mound of flesh erupted from the ground.
Well, there were several. They were across town. We had to fight them back. These flesh mounds were just.
they made of mud a moment ago?
No, he was trying to be nice.
What did you use to fight the flesh?
Well, large spears, a little bit of fire.
Just a little bit. All right.
Are you still laughing at what I did? That was a great joke. And I'm glad no one else heard it. Okay. That does sound interesting.
So fire is super effective.
And this is
Different every night.
And this is caused by the tower.
I would only assume either demonic beings coming back to hear the call of their demonic masters, or whatever demons are releasing back into this world. It's a to and fro kind of situation.
Why not destroy the tower? Is there no entrance? Can we not burn it to the ground?
Have you ever tried to destroy a demonic artifact from thousands of years ago?
No, Veland, but I assume the army was specialists.
We've been holding this fort for centuries, and if we could figure that out, be my guest.
Your crewmen must be a mess.
We're lucky to have the fine folks we do here in town.
Jesus.
Do we see anyone else around, like on the?
It's only
It's
this
not
one.
a parapet,
It's only this
it's like
one
a
guy that's
hallway.
come out. Yeah, just the one guy. Well, come on in. He's leading you to this like small opening, just to like let the one guy through.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna relay to Serenity to keep the ship off the ground.
We'll do. We'll do.
Ditch. Ditch.
You better roll the windows up. It's a bad neighborhood.
No orders, everything.
I'm trying to remember where we're supposed to be going, and it's somehow like just
Well, sorry.
the tower. But what are we
Sia
supposed to be
said,
getting?
get us
An
in.
amulet.
An amulet.
Oh, I
So
don't even know.
This is like
There's
the
two
one
things,
section
right?
of my notes that's missing.
There's two things in Baziksan that we
Right, there
want.
is the
right?
one with the
Or, like,
shopkeeper
two
said,
general
and
things.
Sia said, right?
There's one with the amulet and also anything else that we find.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
isn't there like
Oh,
Another-
Sia is something different.
Sia wants us in those gates. She has said to get us in.
So, mountain expedition for relics. So that's just Sia. That's
Yeah,
Plural.
Sia's considerably.
and then the other one was collect the amulet inside tower or something genuine. That so
Okay.
I was just like, yeah,
So yeah,
so they're up there.
they're kind of the both thing.
cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just
And Sia has a contact in Baziksan.
Yeah, so I'm assuming.
So
it's
we
in
just
the
gotta
military
get
base.
her to that person right now.
Yeah.
I think would be the first thing.
And she's telling us to get into the military base. Yep. Okay. Let's go inside.
That's literally, there's a day of my notes missing, and it's that one.
Oh. Yeah, we all go into
So-
You can,
corridor.
Sia, putting a black cloak over their red robes, kind of covering themselves. All right, we're good to go in.
Are you gonna be recognized?
Hopefully not.
Is this something we should worry about?
No, it'd be fine.
Why don't we trade
don't
clothes?
test her.
Sure.
Oh, because
I like yours.
someone who's hiding
Red
themselves
cloak.
says, "Don't
You're
worry
gonna
about
put
it."
the cloak on?
Yeah.
Disguise myself as it.
Alright. Right on.
Did you guys hear that? I'm gonna trade cloaks with Sia.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got the.
You don't have a black cloak. It does
Yeah.
nothing.
So does the red cloak. Does nothing.
I figured, but now I'm Sia to anyone who's looking for a red cloak.
You got a red cloak on.
Cool.
All
Alright.
Yeah,
Let's find
we
your
follow
contact.
Valen. Valen, is that it?
Villain, yeah. So if you're not familiar with Baziksan, let me kind of point you in the direction of what's here in town. Okay. All right. That can't be right.
Level up for reaching Baziksan.
Woo!
Food first.
Okay.
Food Island?
Boots this way.
Food Island. Oh yeah, Food
There you
Island was
go.
great.
So as you walk into the gate, pointing to the left. So say like you're walking to the gate, which is heading north. So the gate is facing south. You're facing the gate, so north. To the far left, you see a couple of plumes of whitish gray smoke coming out. If you're interested in seeing the sights, you've got the crematorium in the northwest corner.
Where we start with this?
What delightful smells I'm smelling from the crematorium.
Pointing to the center of town, there's the infirmary. Again, if you're paying for services, we've got some healers that'll keep you in at least good stay.
What does the services cost? You?
Depends on what you need treated.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have a rash, Veland.
Oh god.
Have you ever seen a rash like this?
No, but I have seen oversharing.
It's my arm.
What else is there in this town?
If you want to talk to some locals, there's the barracks.
Which direction?
Mostly a military. Just like he points vaguely. What else we got? To the left, you see what looks like a broken, dried up, leafless tree. And he's like, that is the old temple. Not much goes on over there. Let's see what else we got in town. We've got the center of town. We've got if you're into the whole tourist thing, we've got the Wall of Unforgotten. It's our memorial for all those that have died here in town.
I look at it, it's like 300 feet tall.
Are you still like etching names in
They're still doing it.
Oh, they're probably like.
It says last night.
That thing happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It says 0 days since accident. Veland, you skipped over the part of
And then-
ancient temple.
Well, it's a long forgotten temple. No, it's not too exciting. The best part about town is at the center of town, pointing straight ahead, the main road that goes in. There's a place called the Ready Room. It's where you get your food, you get your ale. It's the local pub. A lot of card games if you're interested in those. Dice games, or even just like feats and strengths. If you're ever looking for some friendly competition, the Ready Room is there. And since you're tourists, it's probably the only place you're going to find that has rooms to accommodate you, unless you're staying in your ship for the evening.
Veland, thank you for the tour. It was expertly done. How long have you been here?
Well, I've been the commander in this location since my rebirth. Kind of assigned as a duty.
Lots of things happened there. Rebirth.
Yeah, I was. Okay, you overshared. I guess it's my turn to overshare.
I asked you about a rash. You told me you've come back from the dead.
Well, I was a doll in a past life.
A doll.
Yes. Luckily, I had been consecrated through magic of the Luxon, and now I'm back in this body, fine thing as it is, and now I run this place.
Did we trap him
I don't
into
believe them.
a doll in the last
Insight
campaign?
check.
Didn't we?
Was that from last campaign?
Yeah, because I rewatched it a few weeks ago. I wouldn't know that. My character, like Agent Peach, no clue. But I'm because then the other crew was asking about like what happened to Veland. It was, oh, he's fine. He's just a doll.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, what? So he is the same Veland from the, I presume, being rebirthed. So, and then the calamity, like I don't know. There's lots happening.
It's technically the
14.
Seems like he's telling the truth. He's more excited to see new people that aren't downtrodden military types that have either gotten injured and barely survived or burying his friends.
Just downtrodden adventurers.
Sorry, Eric. What does that ancient temple look like? You said it was a tree.
From where you can see, all you can see is the top, of which it looks like a leafless tree that seems to sprout in like a decayed, dying.
Trees have always treated us well here.
Yeah. Oh.
Fire tree, song tree. So, crematorium, temple, infirmary, wall of the Unforgotten, and the Ready Room. That's all that's in this town?
Oh, there's more, but those are the highlights.
Is there any...
Where are the logos?
Are there any merchants?
Can't tell you. No. If we get it stuff, it's take what you get, share what you have, keep everybody alive.
Thank you.
Just before we go, I just am curious, Veland. as someone who dabbles in the arts of life and death in my interrogations, most interested in this rebirthing of yours. So oftentimes the truest thing that you can ever see is on the brink of death or even in death itself. Did you see anything during this transformation, this rebirthing process?
Quite a bit. Not something to talk about here in the square. Maybe grab a beer and we can chat about it.
Okay, maybe
Can you join us in the ready room? Are you,
You know what?
able to leave your post?
I got a break. I run this place.
I mean,
so
yeah,
I can.
man, you do it.
I can do.
It is daytime, right?
It's like right after supper.
Yeah,
it's like
it's about to be
it's like
Oh,
drinking
okay.
time.
So,
Can I?
but isn't the nighttime when all the crazy
That's why
shit
people are
happens?
drinking now. Yeah, it's about to go down.
That's when we sober for it. Okay, interesting.
I just wanted to insight check him. Just his vibe seems off. He seems very forthcoming.
Go for it.
Oh god.
Couldn't find notes on the guy.
Nothing.
I feel like that was a week that I just like phoned in the notes.
Like last session, like
Oh,
last
oh,
campaign.
okay.
Yeah, I
11.
can't remember.
Hard to read. He seems genuine. He seems excited that it's people that have come to see, as opposed to reinforcements that he's got to send off to their deaths.
Okay. Cool.
Does he have reinforcements to send off to his death?
We're it.
Hope not.
It's like just in time for murder.
Yeah, we're about to
You
have
got
drinks
any
before murder,
fire
right?
to send there first?
Okay.
Do you want to go take an 8 hour nap up on the ship real quick just in case?
So
We got that.
Nope.
He's sleeping overall down there, just kicking ass.
What's going on down there?
You all come
Just
back.
parachute down when it's like.
So, the evening is yours. What would you guys like to do?
So many things.
Matt, do you want to go to the infirmary and see if they can remove the rash?
I wanted to go play cards.
Okay, go.
Can I hang back with Sia and see like say where is your contact? Should we be meeting them tonight?
Okay. Yeah, I'll start there because that's a good. Supposed to be meeting them in the ready room. I guess the inn. They said look for a tiefling, and aside from current company, I don't think they're gonna be hard to spot.
Okay. So if you want to play dice,
Well, whatever. I'll go to the infirmary, I guess.
So moody. So
Such a rash decision.
so edgy.
this guy over here with the jokes.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to the infirmary.
Okay, you guys are going to the infirmary. What's going on over
We want to
here?
go with them or like
There's no
Oh,
help
you
I can
wanna-
offer them.
Oh,
blood sacrifice at the tree?
you mean you
Yeah.
want to come with us to see what happens?
Yeah. Just to see if I can learn anything
They
and
might
learn how
say.
to deal with this. You
Alright.
know.
Yeah.
How about? Are you still able to do the hearing
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're splitting up?
Yeah. Who do you want me to?
I don't know.
Link.
Someone new. What are we up to? Are we dice group? Oh no, you've got to go to the infirmary first. You wanted to go to the tree?
I think these three are going to infirmary.
Yeah.
I'll go with you and Serenity. Is that? No.
Our ship captain? Or Sia?
Sia. Sorry, getting confused. Yeah, I'll go with you guys just so you're not totally solo wherever you're going.
I also was the one who got murdered in a
Yeah.
like a thing. I was like, I don't
So-
need to leave.
I'll link with both of you.
Okay.
Let's see how long we get to do that for.
That time I was stolen
full
by
6
spirits
hours.
in a graveyard.
Yeah. 6 hours?
6 hours.
Excellent.
Cool.
Which is the max.
Okay.
If you don't see us in 30 minutes at the infirmary, assume we're dead.
I'll know.
Yo.
Cool.
We're just
Okay.
like, we're just like rash. What?
I just wanted to go quickly look at the tree just to get a sense
And now do
without
the tree too.
touching it.
Yes. Trees seem to have.
So tree group,
Good.
infirmary group.
All right, let's do the infirmary first.
Sure. Okay.
Velan kind of guides you off as you're like, okay, it's just across the square,
Ready to say
pointing to the infirmary. as he tucks in over towards the ready room, as he kind of opens the door, it literally says "in" at the top. That's all. As you guys open the door to the infirmary, you notice the inside of this place is downtrodden, like everything else. The walls are lined with shelves that hold books, medical supplies. They're kind of scattered all around. You see cots that are kind of crammed every which way just to squeeze in. A lot of them are full, whether they're people sleeping, people not moving, people crying out in agony. It reeks of medicinal poultices. Big word for the day.
Medicinal part though.
Word of the day calendar. As you hear a character, yeah, 1 second, I'll be right with you, and wrapping up one of the things you see, like whether it's a medic or nurse or doctor, you can't quite be sure. And they're like, what's your ailment? What's up?
Yes. I and my friend have a rash. It's magical in origin, and
Weird brag.
Yes.
It's
Forget about that. I'm not saying it. I'm thinking it to you though.
And our friend here tried to dispel the rash from my arm, and it ingrained itself further. And then it's a stinging cold in my fist.
Comes up.
I'm
to
not sure about my friend, but I'm assuming it's the same thing.
you, grabs your arm.
Yeah,
Do you mind?
of course.
And you see like this dwarvish woman
It just rips off my arm.
closes
Dwarvish, not the word.
closes her eyes, and is it? Let me just make sure. Sorry, no. Dark elf. Drow. Closes her eyes and starts to cast magical energy from their hands, trying to heal this ailment. You feel the burning starting to accentuate. It doesn't grow. You just feel some pain. You're actually going to take 1 point of damage.
All right.
As like the cold, fiery, the icy hot just stings as you're trying to like fight it off. This cure wounds spell doesn't seem to do anything. Looks like, would you be willing to try some stronger magic?
Sounds like you need like a greater restoration.
I can offer a lesser restoration, but I don't think that'll do.
No.
I do have access to greater restoration if needed, but we're a little limited on supply, so I might ask for some recompense for the scroll that I would need to burn to try to cure that.
Can I think to?
Yeah. So I'm gonna relay this stuff to you
Okay.
guys.
I don't know. I mean, they probably would be able to do this themselves anyway. But if there are people that are laying kind of motionless, as kind of a fee, I could come and like temporarily cast like I think it's spare the dying on anyone that like to like assist in the infirmary.
Appreciate it, but I can take care of that myself.
Well,
I was like, oh,
I
that's a
don't
great
even have
idea.
cure wounds, so she's already got me beat.
Oh wait, no, I did something healing. Oh no, not good.
It's a public healthcare system here. We don't,
I have something very.
it's a private public healthcare system. The good stuff is a little bit pricey, but everything else is free.
How much is the good stuff?
If you want, I would charge you at cost. It's 500 gold pieces for a greater restoration.
It's like, do I have any more drug mushrooms? You drug mushrooms? Those could
Is
help.
there any guarantee it would work?
Yes. Or wait, do they
No guarantee it would work.
Yeah.
I honestly do not know what this is.
I think one of the only people I have left is a ruby. Where?
Yeah, Ruby.
Yeah, I gave you the ruby.
No, it says like $50,000. I know it's not that much, but like when I put the ruby in my thing,
That's what it said.
yeah.
What brings you what brings you to town? Like, we don't get a lot of visitors.
Taurus.
Right.
Ruby from grave.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's going to be worth. Do we want to keep that ruby?
Yeah, it might serve a.
We don't. Sorry. Wait. How much was the cost?
500.
We don't have that much between us.
Sorry, it
I don't know how much
says,
that ruby's going
forget it.
I won't be
Tibbs, we're not going to be able to do this. And he
Uh,
starts to,
Five.
Instead of a flat out cure,
500.
I would pay for you and your colleagues to inspect it and possibly judge or guess of what it could be and what might help.
Yeah.
It's going to be 500.
But if we know what it is, like, then we know what to ask for.
Like a nurse's round.
Who else do we have?
This is a very interesting case.
We've
Right?
never.
A couple levels
Stay strong.
You want,
Give me a persuasion check.
you want to present it as grand rounds.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to
He's
get.
asking them to just guess.
I'm trying to
information
get
about
the
it.
nurses to do a grand round. Sorry, Eric, that was the wrong dice. Investigation check, you said?
No, persuasion.
Not my
Oh
industry.
wait, I could do what you are saying we could do, but I was like, I kind of want to see.
That's a
what
19.
hands for us. Healing hands are like 5 hit points.
Well, if you want to stick around, I don't need the two of you. It looks fairly similar. You spend the evening. I can put you under observation and see what we can figure out.
When this town goes tits up in the nighttime.
Yes.
Well, if the town goes tits up, you're right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I am communicating. They are me. That's fine.
You're most likely to end up here.
Yeah. Or yeah, and then if I would come back anyways.
I'm gonna end up in Oswald anyway.
Yeah.
One way or another.
So
I'm going.
I mean, I might as well just get the grand round started. Yeah, let's get this
Okay.
educational guessing started.
All right. So we will.
So if anything,
So that's what you're doing.
yeah, if anything goes to shit,
What are the two of you guys doing?
I think, again, hearing that it was 500 gold and there's no guarantee it's even going to work, I think Cyrus is just like, whatever. I may never get this thing off, and he's just going to turn around and start to leave.
Okay. Okay.
I should have just gone and played cards.
Holding on to the ruby in my pocket, not saying a thing.
The 500 gold.
Should have linked with one of you two.
The 500 gold ruby.
Is that?
That's what I was gonna say. They are typically 500 now.
No, it's 100.
That's
Yeah.
all that ends. We remember for later.
Okay. Who? Okay. So you guys are. Where are you guys heading?
So I'm just going to go play cards.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Play dice in the alley.
I'm thirsty.
You thirsty? Okay. You guys are. You guys literally walk.
Where do you think I'm
You
going?
walk across the square.
Just like it.
You walk into the ready room, and you notice already sitting at one of the tables, into like 3 or 4 pints in front of him, Bore Atlantis is just drinking back his beers.
It's his last name.
Yeah, let's cut across to you guys. You guys are heading to the tree first
With Sia.
with Sia.
We wanted her to come.
Sure, I'll tag along.
We'll
I'll
end
tag
up at
along.
The pub shortly. I have a feeling your powers might be important to this trip.
All right then. Lead the way.
So I will turn that direction towards the tree.
Okay.
I'm glad we didn't bring the druid.
What are you doing to the tree?
Okay.
It's dead and leafless. So we're just
I
gonna
might
take
be able to bring it back still.
They burn in it.
always lighting trees.
Okay.
It's the,
We walk over with like thaumaturgic red flaming eyes,
I'm inflicted here.
lighting up our steps as we walk.
Okay. So as you walk off, you see. As you approach, you hear glass crunching underfoot. Amidst overgrown weeds, there's collapsed walls all over the place, just rock and rubble. You see rows of wooden shelves that hold earthenware pots. There's like a lot of alcoves that have kind of been crafted into the remains of this once together temple.
So just to be clear, is the tree like inside the temple or outside the temple?
Oh, I'll explain in a second.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Not
okay.
right now.
You see that there's these pots are being used as like planters for some stubborn vegetation that's trying to find some life. And then just outside the far end of the enclosure, a mosaic of stained glass sitting in like a splintered window that frames along the roots of this large skeletal-like tree that reaches up above this dilapidated church, so this temple. So like there's this temple, the tree grew out at the top of it, that temple has crumbled underneath it, leaving this protrusion of root systems that form the structure, or at least what's left of it, above. As you approach, hey, we got some visitors. Hail and well met. And you see stepping up this tall statured individual, 8.5 feet high. A furbolg with a large staff.
Oh. Wait, have we already killed this? Yeah.
Hello.
I just realized I have to like slice.
How are you doing?
I'm gonna cast light on my hand.
That's a nifty little trick you got there, Missy.
The better to see you with.
Well, better to see all of us, I guess. I can see you too.
Okay, I'm about to roll initiative now. Is this your home?
Well, the whole world is my home, but this is where I spend the evening. Most of my days trying to regenerate what I can.
Any chance you have any family in Zadash?
Zadash. None that I'm aware of.
A fleeting thought. The shopkeeper in the click column is the furbolg. That's the other one.
Oh, okay.
What can you tell us of this place?
Well, this is what remains of a long forgotten temple that I try to keep the memory alive. Are you worshippers of Avandra?
I'm going to let you do some talking words.
Ivandra, that doesn't sound familiar.
No. She's the, she's the change bringer. One of the gods of the long forgotten gods that have been locked away behind the divine gates. Trying to keep this place warm until she one day comes back.
I'm going to say to you, do I have to say it out loud or is it in my head?
You can say it out loud for the table, but like yeah, it's
I'm going to
a
relay, we've made a friend, a very large furbolg that seems kind for now, but if any of you aren't busy...
I'm just like,
we're on our way to the
I'm
pub.
just like,
Gosh, you're not with him. We'll never get to you.
I'm just like, yes. As like everyone's like poking
Getting
in front of
just poked in the face.
yeah, I'm just like, yes, I can get to you fast.
Stand by for now.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir.
You can call me Foghome.
Fog.
What is a full bog? What is it?
Furbolg?
Furbolg?
It's like a
Giant for cousin it.
FIRB.
Oh, thank you. Okay. His name is
Foghorn.
Fog home?
Foghorn.
Foghome. My friends call me Foggy.
Okay, Foggy.
Foggy.
I ask if you can call him Foggy.
May we call you Foggy?
Yeah.
It sounds like a good guy.
This is your only judgment.
How long have you been keeping the memory of Ivandra alive here, Foggy?
Well, I've kind of taken this up since I got separated from my clan.
Oh, when was that?
Well, me and the other bottom boys didn't do too hot after getting pushed out of the Blooming Grove, so I found my way here, and well, the military folk could use some spiritual enlightenment, so I stuck around.
That was the end of the sentence.
Forgive us, we're not from these parts. Is the Blooming Grove nearby?
No.
Alright.
What is this Blooming Grove and who are these bottom boys?
My old clansmen.
Uh-huh. And the other part of the question.
Were your clansmen
They're
like you,
family,
or
yes.
a
Furbolg
chosen
family. No, we're siblings. Friends.
Well, we just wanted to tour your lovely place, and I'm
Well,
going to,
make
like,
yourself at home.
I'm just gonna.
A fog home, if I will.
I am sure you will.
You can hear me.
And
I'm
the nurse is just like, what the fuck?
And then I'm like, the rush isn't over there.
Auditory
starts restraining. Well, our friends are waiting for us.
Oh, bring her around.
We certainly will have to.
Okay. Yeah. We'll be back.
Okay. As you guys leave.
This is the last time I get separated from this group. If you want to stay, we can. I was like,
No, I
did
just
Sia say anything?
I just have so many questions.
I also got questions.
Is this guy at the tree?
So the tree is in the center of the ruin
He
of the.
So this
He
guy-
lives.
this
He lives
guy
underneath
is-
it.
And this guy is like,
He's the local hermit.
yeah, who's taken over the religion of this ancient.
He was
There
taking
can
over
be-
the religion of a creature that lives behind the gate of demons.
Yeah. There's a lot happening there.
I'm just gonna casually back out, not making losing eye contact.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. You just see a single tear.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Okay, let's go to the pub.
Let's go. I feel like we have one mission too many already.
Okay, yeah. If you guys want to just you're heading over to the pub, cool.
We'll circle back
And we
sometime.
never talked about it again. It's gonna be like Elefante's murder tomorrow. Don't worry. I told you he would be murdered. Somebody was saying that they were selling people.
Cool. All right,
They
yeah.
put cards with names on them.
What if he doesn't spend the night?
Okay,
Also, your rage helped us win.
so Cyrus,
Yes.
Fox, what are you guys doing in the pub while these two are heading back to meet up with you? What do they walk in on you guys doing?
So I'm looking for any kind of card game, dice game, anything like that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
there absolutely is. You see, amongst the crowd, you see a large ogre sitting at a table with really little cards in his hand,
Yeah.
playing a game. Around the table to their left is a medium-sized, I think it's blue tiefling, and then to their left is a drow, and then finishing the circle, you see a normal human person.
Okay. What you playing?
You interested in 3-card shark?
Is this the game that I played last time? I can't
Nope.
remember.
Definitely not.
Okay. Would Cyrus know the rules of this game already?
Are you proficient with card games or cards?
I should be. I mean, I've got a dice set on me.
So you're into the dice games,
Yeah,
not so much the card games.
I don't think I.
Well, grab a seat. Looking you up and down. Grab a seat, newbie.
All right. Sure.
Okay. So then you see the they just finished up their hand. You see for some reason the ogre pulled a lot of the money in. All right, you anteing up, gold pieces all around. Everybody throws in their gold piece and they look to you. Fox, what are you doing?
Oh,
Okay. You gonna go sit with Borje as you're drinking?
yeah. I got some ideas of what I want.
Okay, jump in when you want to.
Can I at least watch around first to see how this is played?
Oh, you're one of those. We don't need those at this table.
What, people who want to learn how to play a game?
We'll teach you. We'll teach you how.
Uh-huh.
Put your money where your mouth is, and let's see how your natural talent can make you do.
Fine. And he slams down
Good.
ante.
So they start dealing out cards. They're gonna deal you 3 cards. So roll 3d6.
Okay. 3d6.
Let me know if you want an extra one.
I have enough. Alright. 3d6.
That is the value of your.
This was just on
Okay?
That is the value of your hand.
Okay.
So what
Like
you do
total?
is so 3 cards. So each
Okay.
card is basically have one left, center, and right.
Yeah.
Okay. You look at those 3 cards and you place them face down in front of you, much like everybody else does.
Okay.
As the shark, you can pay a gold into the ante to swap out one of your cards with somebody else's card on the table. So there's 5 opponents. To make this easy,
Okay.
if you want to swap out a card, I've rolled dice with basically the person that you're going to steal from, or shark.
Okay.
Everybody's allowed to shark 1 card per round. You do
Okay.
3 rounds.
But we can't see what the other cards are, so...
Not until you shark them.
Okay. Understood. And it's you steal, but it's random.
You swap cards.
Or you swap
You
cards.
pay to swap cards.
Okay.
You take a risk, so you try and get rid of your low cards.
Yeah.
Try to get the highest hand at the end of the game.
Okay. And the highest hand wins the whole pot.
Correct.
Understood. Okay. Alright. I will attempt to swap.
Okay, you throw a gold in. Who do you steal from? There's the ogre. Looks like you could rip your arms off.
Yeah.
There's the blue skin tiefling. There is the drow, and there is the human.
Which one's the one that said, "Oh, you're one of those people"?
It would be the drow.
Okay, I'll steal from the drow.
Left, right, or center. And sorry, which card are you swapping? So what are you giving them?
Okay. And to be clear, left, right, or center doesn't have to be necessarily the values of the dice, just
No.
what way you orient.
I've got them set, so basically when you tell me, I'll tell you which one you get.
So I'll exchange my left and take their center.
Okay, so what do they get?
They get a 2.
You get a 5.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
can I swap the places of the dice when I do the exchange?
Yep.
Okay.
So they're gonna go around. They're all gonna kind of swap with each other. The ogre is gonna try and swap with you.
Okay.
The ogre is going to try and swap your right card.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what did you give them?
5.
You're getting a 1. Okay. That round is over.
Okay.
Everybody still in?
Yeah.
Everybody slides into their gold under the. Do you throw another gold in?
I do.
Okay. Second round goes by. It's on to you. Do you want to switch any cards?
Yeah. And he's gonna look at the ogre
I'm
and
just gonna struggle.
say, center for center.
Center for center?
Yeah.
What do you give him?
1.
You get a 6.
Hot damn.
Alright, oh,
When you say hot damn,
Oh,
They also those.
they all try and trade with you.
oh, really?
Yeah. So, first one goes.
Yeah.
So I can't see your cards, but first one's gonna go for the right,
Okay.
and they're gonna give you a 1.
Yep. Understood.
What'd you give them?
3.
Okay. Second one's gonna go. They're
Yeah.
gonna trade your center. You can you have a chance to swap now if you want.
Okay.
No, I will say again after you swap with
Alright.
They're going to pull your left and give you a 2.
Okay. You get a 1.
Nice. The tiefling is actually going to look at you very closely, very focused on you,
Mm-hmm.
trying to like pull a tail out of you.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to just say pass.
Fine.
And then the last one, which would be the drow, is going to try and grab your left card.
Okay.
They're going to give you a 3.
Okay. You get a 4.
Okay. So, final round.
Mm-hmm.
Since you went first last time, you're going to go last this time.
Okay.
They feel like you've lost a lot of cards, so they kind of swap between themselves.
Okay.
It's on you. Who would you like to take from?
So I'm the last. Yeah, I will take from someone. And sorry, it was the drow, the ogre, and
Tiefling and human.
tiefling and human. Take from the tiefling.
Of all the people who didn't take from you, which card would you like? Sorry. What card would you like?
Give you a right for a left.
Sounds like my ex-husband. I will give you a 5.
Okay.
Okay. What's your final score?
My final score is a 14.
Shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. There's been 3 times that Matt has played your games. The first time in the past campaign, you won. The second time, me and you were helping you, you fucking won. Now it's single again, and you fucking won again.
That's really good at games.
Well,
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say you won.
you did well.
Oh.
You actually tied.
Sudden death.
As everybody throws their cards down, you notice that you're in a tie with the tiefling.
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a hand.
Yeah, they have a 14 as well. Split pot?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so you get your, I believe it's 15 gold apiece at this point.
Great. 15 gold.
Rich.
Well done, Matt.
So, what brings you by these parts? You heading up to the rise?
Just passing through.
Pass through.
Yeah.
Couldn't help.
No, I was like, you're in the earpiece. So you were the. Nope, never mind. Go on.
No, we
Oh,
can't
he's
touch
not in
him.
the earpiece.
We can't
Not
do
the
anything.
earpiece.
Looking, looking for some salvation for what's creeping up your neck there?
What's it to you?
Well, all I can say is, last fella that I've, and this is the tiefling talking.
Yeah.
Last fella that I've seen with something like that didn't work out too hot for them.
Uh-huh. Well, it's a lot in life, I guess.
Try and think happy thoughts.
I mean, unless you know of a way to get this thing off, we've had many people look at this and no idea. So
Well, I can guarantee you there's no no magic that I've seen that can solve it, but... And calls out to the bartender. A beer seems to help, and gets around for you.
thanks, Ryan.
Name's question. How about yours?
Next question,
Dave's question, eh?
Cyrus.
Is this the tiefling?
I like to think it's spelled extremely like irregular.
Well, it's if you want to know how it's spelled,
Okay.
Q-U-E-S-T-I-O-N.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
So exotic.
great. So exotic. What can I tell you?
Well, Cyrus, pleasure to meet you, and hopefully you get that solved.
One of the garrison folk here.
No, I'm a tourist.
Yeah. See any good sights?
Well, I'm hopefully gonna be seeing one tomorrow morning, heading up to the rise. Figure that's where you're going too.
Yeah. now.
Definitely not dressed like the rest of the militia here, so.
Part of the group here?
Group? It's just me.
Just you, huh?
Can always use a hand if you're interested. Sorry, it's got to be a higher voice, but that's where I'm at today.
Okay. I'll pass for now, but nice to know there's another friendly face up there somewhere.
Likewise. Also, watch the ogre, he cheats as they get up from the table and start off.
Look at the ogre.
He just stares back at you.
Kind of flips one of the gold from his winnings, grabs it, puts it in his pocket, starts to leave.
Okay. Okay, that's when you guys
Just as we come in the door.
you walk in as you see him flip the coin up. Walks over. Okay.
We're with Sia, right?
You're with the group. Everybody's back except for Tibbs.
Is that who your contact is? As I point to the tiefling.
Blue tiefling? Yeah, you guys enjoy the bar. Let me... And kind of steps away and kind of walks over and...
Would you mind some company?
No, we're good. Pulls away, like yanks
I
away.
can't convince her.
And the two of them walk out out of the inn.
I could do something.
What beer are you on?
Huh?
We do you.
Is there a bathroom here?
Just over there. Yes, there's a bathroom.
No, there is a bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna go there and... Oh, it's this small critter that's gonna be quick enough to get there and hear them in time.
Millipedes have ears.
It's a mouse or something.
Acorn.
A rat.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Rat. Chipmunk.
That's a fast
Yeah.
Rat or chipmunk.
Can you grab it?
No, Patrick.
Yeah, okay. I'll,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ratify myself.
You're gonna ratify yourself?
Yeah.
And documents.
Yeah, and, well, yeah, hopefully there's a way to get out of here without going through the bargain stop time.
You run out.
Yeah.
You almost like people are way too comfortable with how like a rat's just running through. No one seems to flinch.
Perfect.
You're not the only. You're not the only.
Not a dead body around here.
You're not the only. Yeah, exactly. You're-
So yeah, I'm going to try to just follow them and, you know, not freak them out, but just listen in and see what's going on.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you try and listen in on their conversation.
And I guess this is my normal perception
Mm-hmm.
because I do not have the sheet for
Special
that.
math perception.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a 6.
Okay.
It's not one.
Is that one also
A nat,
quarantined?
a nat 1. Well, a nat 1's gonna carry over. How do I want to do this?
Oh,
No, I don't like
What
that.
happens if you die?
Is he dying? Yeah.
If you die in rat form, you pop back to your
Any
normal
of
form, right?
the excess damage I then take when I turn back. So if I have
So you
like,
slept.
oh yeah, no, I'm perfectly healthy. I just
Well, I mean,
spell
yeah,
slots.
let's see how this rat business goes.
So you like creep in behind them. You overhear briefly. It's like, what are you doing here? I wasn't expecting to see you here. Like I'm not going in there with you. And then you just hear a oh, and Sia steps on the rat trying to like kill it. As you look up to see the bottom end of a boot step down on you, dealing 2 points of damage.
How much health does a rat have? I don't even know.
It might be 1.
I think it's one.
Yeah, so we'll just assume I'm reverting.
You pop up.
Oh fuck.
You're like, where am I?
Do we see any of this happening?
Goes outside.
This isn't where I'm.
We didn't see change
No.
or anything. Ah, okay. Yeah.
Hit points 1d4 minus 1.
1d4 minus 1.
So,
These words.
yeah, roll a d4. Let's see how many hit points you got.
Okay, green is good.
You need a 4. You need a 4.
I got a 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're down.
Yeah.
You pop up. Oh, so it's gonna be like that, is it?
Ooh, which one of them is that?
I see ya.
Okay.
Question. It's good seeing you. Fox, shall we go inside? I thought I could trust you all, giving me a little bit of courtesy
You're
for
speaking to the group now.
just a fox.
Yeah, I'm getting reamed out.
Keeping my affairs in order. Is this going to be an ongoing problem?
No.
Give me a persuasion check.
That's a D12. I don't think that works.
Why are you rolled so low?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What is this supposed to be again? Persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
Good boy.
Let me put this up in the indiscretions column, and then it won't happen again.
Alright.
You're paying for the rounds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she walks back in. That was unfortunate. I was hoping to make good on some deals, but that'll have to wait till tomorrow then. So enjoy the evening. Looks like we're gonna be a little delayed, thanks to your friend here. She goes, sits down next to Borre, grabs a couple ales.
Nothing.
See how well you're staying in
It's
our
fine.
airship tonight.
It's fine.
No, I could find a room here.
Should we get to the captain's cabin? That's apology.
Apparently some people don't
I
like
mean,
that.
wait, so did we see
It was mostly
you
destroyed.
turn into the rat
No,
and like run
no,
out?
you guys have no
You
idea.
did this all on your own?
Yeah.
Have you,
Yeah.
have you
Totally
told us
did it.
what's
No. It's fine. It's fine.
happening? Okay,
You're just, he's just buying rounds.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, so,
discussing what CEO needs by indiscretions.
so all we know is you don't
What happened?
upset her and
Yeah.
that you're paying for rounds now.
Yeah.
Alright.
What do you mean he's
Who's thirsty?
paying?
Who's thirsty?
You thirsty? Is that why she's freaking out? Did you try and hit on Sia? Dude, be professional.
Yeah, come on, that is clearly Peaches there.
So I'm like communicating through, yes, only get a back rub.
There's nothing going on.
You didn't tell anyone about
If you can
that.
accept
true.
a lotioned up back rub from someone and it not be sexual, then it's very clear that the line is drawn.
We were not there. This is just out of
What was
context.
going on here?
Who were we lotioning?
You wouldn't understand. It's a tattoo thing.
Alright, well, I'll take a round.
Yeah.
Take the round.
3 rounds, please.
I was just trying to gather some info on what's going on here. And let's just say it didn't work out.
Well, good effort. I'm assuming she's walked. You said she walked.
Sitting in the
off.
bar, just
Damn it.
Yeah.
Did the tiefling walk out of whatever?
Yeah, they're gone.
Questions?
All gone?
Okay.
Questions?
Can we go over to Sia then? Alright, Sia, we just saw your contact and what's going on? I thought that was gonna kinda be the start of whatever it is we're really what we're doing here.
well. Let's just say that your friend might have interrupted and put in jeopardy some of the negotiation that had to take place.
You did that, you stepped on me.
There was a gross rat. I don't like rats.
Notes it in character.
That's it.
Honestly, man, can't blame her. You're gonna eavesdrop, pick the less.
Oh man.
Next time choose a bat.
I said, oh
Everyone
no.
loves an indoor rat.
Fitting.
No, it was a great choice. It's exactly what I would have done.
I said, oh, did Fox get drunk and turn himself into a rat again?
classic.
What?
Classic Fox.
His classic rat midnight stroll on the streets outside. He does that from time to time.
Druids, you know, see ya.
Put your fist out to Fox. Thank you. What kind of negotiations were you guys talking about? Like,
Seems relevant to whatever mission we're on.
Let's just say Question was here early, trying to get leads on what is inside that tower, and I was going to pay for that information, but hopefully that relationship has not been soured by the apparition of a employee.
Eric, while the nurses are experimenting on my arm, could I ask them, you know, like, what's it like being here? Like, you know, what's it like?
Shit.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that is what the nurses would fucking say. Could I ask, like,
We're doing our service to the Empire, or sorry, the Dynasty.
Nice.
We heard from Valen what.
Great leader.
Yeah, great. What he
Very
said.
friendly, very
We heard
personable.
from Valen that mounds of flesh rose up and started eating people. He said that was the worst he's seen. What's the worst you've seen?
Let's see. There is the not quite dragon bats.
Okay, I'm relating all this to.
They flew in. They were smoke bats. If you got too close to their smoke, they'd paralyze you, and then they just ate you while you looked at them.
Cool.
That one was. That one was.
Nasty.
What else we got?
As everybody's drinking, Issa's just like relaying the information. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
nonchalant-
drink from you because
like,
I feel bad for you.
nonchalantly, everybody's like, ugh.
There was the pudding that would consume you.
The pudding! The pudding that was
Black pudding.
I'm
that
sorry, what?
It's just a black pudding that would just like slowly grow and then envelop you and then like dissolve you inside its body. That one was pretty dark. No, what else we got?
Ask them how they fought the creatures.
If you had a patient that had been attacked by this pudding, what would the treatment be?
Well, if you wanted to fight the pudding, a spoon helped. No,
Nurses
fire.
aren't being serious right now.
You must out eat it.
Fire and radiant damage seem to do well.
Is there any sign that something is happening? Does the tower send out? Do you notice anything from the tower before something bad happens?
No, it's a stoic building. These monstrosities seem to appear at random. Sometimes out of nowhere you'll just get an attack, whether it's from the tower coming down or from people seemingly summoned to the tower from the fields. That's why we have the gates on the outside as well. So it can be from both directions.
Have you? I would like to thank you for looking at my arm and discussing and treating it and seeing what's going on. Have you ever treated another tourist before tonight?
All the time, yeah.
Who's your most recent tourist?
There was that blue tiefling in here not too long ago.
And what was happening with him, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know who this man is.
They were quite keen on learning all there was about the tower.
Mm-hmm.
They even took a foray up to the tower to the gates, and I guess that's where they got these wounds. They had claw marks all over their back. Patched them up with a nice new shirt.
Who took them up to the tower?
They went with a couple of guards. Unfortunately, the guards didn't make it.
And
Design
from
tomorrow.
what did you did the as you were dealing with the tiefling, you must have dealt with his bedside manner. Do you think that was 100% him, or was it the claws? Tell me about him.
They were very, very polite, very generous with their time, very eager, and almost a little self-assured.
Thank you. Because you've said this is a two-tier medical system, here's one platinum.
Oh.
Wow.
Bougie.
I regret giving you all platinum.
It's 10 gold, love it.
I mean, yeah, they're just trying to figure out.
Wow,
what's up in my arm.
Thank you so much. This will
Here's a cure.
this will go a long way to repairing the children's ward of the infirmary.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna name it after you.
The Tibbs Infirmary.
Tibbs kids.
Tibbs kids.
You gonna pay for the school?
Did the blue tiefling ever say anything that struck you as odd? Just not even being polite about you treating his wounds or some. You said he was very enthusiastic. Was there ever something that seemed to have slipped him and then he apologized for the remark?
The only thing that caught me off guard was that they had mentioned that they were guided here. They said something about a red moon.
Curious typing.
Well, if
It's fine.
is she gonna say anything?
Cool.
Well, that seems very interesting, as I believe this rash that you're expecting to be because of a red moon.
Interesting. So,
What?
in the time that they spent
Yeah.
working on this,
Yeah.
they're pouring over, and as you kind of like feed them that information, they're like, interesting. Yeah, this material, this whatever this red substance is, it doesn't seem like anything that we've come across before. It almost seems alien in nature. Something, I don't want to say godly, but I also don't want to say demonic either.
Something else.
It doesn't seem like it's of this world. And I'm very worried that if we try to apply any of our Exandrian magic to it, that we might not get the results that we expect. Well,
Thank you for your consultation. That's it for the grand rounds, eh?
yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna meet with them at the pub.
Okay.
I'm walking there, like, I'm communicating, like, this is what's happened, like, all that information, so everybody's aware of that.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Table's yours. What do you guys want to do?
Blue Tiefling has been here and was guided by a blood moon.
Is Sia sitting with us? Sorry.
Is that the table with Boreas? They're just shooting the shit.
Is there? I walk in. You've explained everything to me. I walk in. Is there like very grotesque creature in this bar?
Describe grotesque.
Like
I'm talking about like very not grotesque, but large and in your face.
The ogre?
The ogre?
Yeah, the ogre. Let's rock
Yeah,
with
but
that
he's
ogre.
he's big,
Yeah, cool.
like kind of
Yeah,
kind of like the Rock.
Yeah.
but with like a Chris Evans face.
Perfect. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to him.
The hot
I'm
ogre.
gonna go up to him before I go up to the group. And give him 1 platinum, and to go and not harass, but bother Siha. And then
Our employer?
yeah. And then I'm gonna talk to our group in secret and not involve her, so she is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, bud.
Ah!
I was like, she disintegrates him.
Kills him.
No.
Oh, there's my goal.
I wonder if they disintegrate people in the crematorium the same way that she.
No, I think it's more
I
mechanical.
think they said they had a white smoke coming out.
Did we
There was no
know
smoke from that situation.
what town your visions were from?
No, we don't know that time.
Very good.
Does this town ring any bells from a vision?
Does this town look like the town from?
Can you give me a check?
So what am I doing?
You give me a check.
Check.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Oh crap. I'm gonna apply a -2 to it.
Why?
I think
Doesn't
you're-
matter, Matt. Because I rolled a nat 1. I became dumber.
17.
Oh Jesus!
I was like, I don't think you're allowed to roll on your phone anymore. Like, we're dice dealing.
No, I was like, no, but all those awesome rolls happened when I was facing
only
a boss.
real dice.
I do have real dice. I'll bring it next time.
No, I'm just teasing you.
This is not the town.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not the time you're looking for.
Guys, I kind of want to tell Sia that the blue teeth fling has looked at the tower already.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if she
got to the door or I don't know if the thing
Should we ask?
got to the
See if
base
she's
and then
ever
was
seen
attacked.
the red moon before?
Why are you looking at me?
To
Well,
include you.
it depends how much. Well, it depends on how much Sia knows about him.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Does she?
I know.
Is the blue a male or female? Or is it a female tiefling?
No.
Unknown.
You're calling them male. 1 second.
I was like, we have been, but the
No,
voice
you're
you were doing, I
yeah.
was unsure.
Yeah, it's just me. I'm losing my voices tonight. Where is
Not
it?
that it matters.
No,
It can just,
just-
be a they.
She.
She.
Okay.
She, they.
She. They.
She they.
Great. In my experience with people who are holding information, you do have to give a little to get a little. But what are we willing to give? What are we not willing to give?
No, we've already done
We don't know
that.
about that. I am not keen to tell her about Elefante's working laboratory that still
Oh,
exists.
No.
That's correct.
Just don't even mention any of that right now. You never know where she is.
That's true.
But we could mention the red moon.
We
If question was guided by the red moon here, is that something
Maybe-
that's well known amongst the
But any of our red moon stuff hasn't guided us here. That's why I was asking you
No.
if the town.
we could that information
the
could
red
also
moon-
surprise her, right?
yeah
Because we
maybe.
could be like, hey, your contact says
Yeah.
he was guided by the red moon. Has
Yeah.
already been to the base.
I think filling her in on stuff like she might want it
She's
like
either
might-
she's either taken it back like, how did you find this out,
Mm.
or like, I didn't know this.
right.
The red consortium. They're
Is it red
connected.
consortium?
Yeah. It's all,
Red is their color associated with the
Yeah, but
consortium.
they're yeah.
She's in full red, or she was till we tried to close.
Yeah. Now, private tier collecting artifacts, no sharing, but they want to try to keep them safe. I don't know if I trust all that. Where we heard that from?
Well, keep safe from who? Keep what safe?
The
Wait, how did
artifacts.
we know that? I thought that was just someone's memory. I thought that was your memory of the consortium. That's how we knew that. It wasn't like she was like, "This is the consortium.
No,
we
someone
look to hide
had
things."
told
No, I
us
don't know. I don't know
this.
about the consortium. I know about
Unless
another
you're-
club of red robes.
Alosia?
Yeah.
Sia?
Yeah.
Yes. I've heard of a foreign organization called
Was that from
Oh, it was you. You've heard
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think
Okay,
it's-
that's reliable.
Yeah. It's not quite organized crime, but reputation for bribing of various these archaeologists and private collectors.
Yeah, the nefarious, but they want to keep them for good, keep them safe. Like I don't know. It's like
Keep them
I
away
don't
from
think
the
they're
public.
for good. They might sell them. Like,
yeah.
even still.
Well, we also don't know like what these artifacts do. They could be like keeping them safe from people about to use them for nefarious means, but they could be like keeping them from being seen by everybody, right?
Yeah, I guess my point is, do we actually want to help her or want to subvert her?
I mean, at this point, I don't think we have a choice but to follow her, right?
We've been contracted. I feel
Yeah.
that breaking this contract would be
Right.
ideal.
I mean, not to break the, not to,
More enemies right now.
yeah.
Alright.
So do we go to the spire?
I
like-
think, yeah, we just talk to
We'll
her.
try to the spire and be like, this person's probably going back to the spire. They've already
The
been.
last
Yeah.
thing I was gonna offer was the furball is all about that gate. Like the
Right.
guy that inside the
The temple.
temple, thank you, that I like also tree. That we like didn't talk to a lot. I was just not keen to talk to a worshiper of demons by ourselves.
Right.
I was like, is it worth pestering him for more information before we were to go there?
You wanted the muscle.
I'm down to,
Yes.
to stop by.
I mean, we could all go there before. Eric, what's the time?
It's like late.
Yeah, probably shit's about to go down.
I was like, do we want to be at the demon gate when it's most active?
But,
Okay.
it might make sense just to stay around town with the other guards.
I don't disagree. I'm just like, are we going
Right.
to the gate tonight?
Right.
Similar to when we fought a ghost in the night.
I don't think we should go to the gate tonight while it's the most active.
Yeah.
I think we should hunker down with the town to see what it's like, because it seems like this is like a nightly thing for 150 years.
Also, our airship is at height. In theory, we could just be like,
Yeah, if things go bad, we can ditch and just go back to the airship while.
You could just click your heels.
just a question
Yeah, it's
for
true, you
I was
can.
to see if it ever
I was
becomes
literally
relevant.
saving
With
that
my
as
spectral
actual
wings. How much weight
Okay.
could I carry? Like, could I carry someone?
You need one person.
You would probably be able to carry one person to the ship. He can fly to the ship as well, and he can bring it down for the rest of us. But I think the best course of action would be to not go to the gate tonight, and if we are like, and then make a decision: do we want to go to? Do we want to get back to the ship real quick? Get really high up and watch something really bad happen to this town, or be involved in that really bad thing that's going to happen to this town.
Basically, we're saying we don't think we should be at the gate at nighttime
No.
when the shit's about to go down. Folks were saying we should hunker down with the town versus being up in our airship.
Those are the two. Those are the two options, right?
I
Like,
was town over door. Airship is way better.
yeah. Like, yeah. If we want to completely avoid the situation,
Where's Sia right now?
Just with you guys.
yeah, she's with us.
I thought she was like just at the bar. Like,
Yeah, like your guys are all like milling around.
She.
What's your thoughts, Sia? What do you want to get going to the tower, anyways?
Well, until I have a chance to make arrangements, looks like I'm going tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Alright.
And the other question was whether or not to fill her in about the blue tiefling.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I'm curious as to if like the blue tiefling.
She's our employer, and she needs something from this person, so any bit of information.
You okay?
Yeah, I just got like
Popcorn?
popcorn.
Yeah. I was like, people walk away when they're choking though, so I'm
Yeah.
like, don't die.
Unlock the
Oh,
door.
fine. So, yeah.
So we find the most private place to die alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her specifically, in good faith, Sia, we've come upon some information which might arm us in our journey.
Oh, interesting.
We know that your friend, question, has already made their way to the gate with a number of guards who did not return.
Oh, good to know.
Now, Is there anything you could be more forthcoming about as to how we could prepare for our journey tomorrow?
Well, I hired you based on your foregone talents of being able to, say, protect myself amongst your own selves. That's kind of why I hired you.
This makes
I
sense.
am assuming that it's going to be treacherous. I am expecting that there will be plenty of riches to be discovered, but I will be relying on you all to put anything that we face down.
Some of you may die. That is a sign.
You guys were afraid of her.
She survived whatever that creature was that in her tattoo. She also disintegrated a person very casually. So yes, in my years of wisdom, I've learned not to fuck with people who could disintegrate me.
I am not one to play to my ego and think that I can just walk in there myself. So I am very hopeful that you will be willing to cover my back, and I'll cover yours.
Okay. Why could we try and find a bit of like a hiding spot as to where we think the creatures, like within sight of where we think the creatures come out of the spire at night? If
They come out of anywhere, it's random.
It sounds like
Okay,
I mean,
anywhere in the tower.
I'm also curious about this tree because the other tree in that little town was a portal
Yes.
to the whatever
Agreed.
the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
the tree's probably the portal.
Mm-hmm.
The tower's just.
Yeah, I was like, if the guy worshipping a demon, that like, why wouldn't he be worshipping at the gate?
It's true.
Could we be in the airship for the night where we can see both the tree and the spire? I don't know if it makes a difference for us to see
Yeah,
the spire, but
yeah.
if they got attacked at it, it makes me feel like the tiefling got attacked, right, with the soldiers when they went up to the spire itself.
Right.
So it's like if we can have, I don't know if that makes sense. That way we can be in the air.
No, that makes sense.
Protect
Those
people
bats
as we see
motherfuckers.
things come up.
Gas bats.
Yeah.
Can I just, as an aside, try and discern when she says that she'll watch our back, whether she actually means that?
Give me an insight check.
No, she said
Just like
wash
she watched-
your back.
Just like she watched Elefantes, I'm sure.
Stab her in
Yeah.
the back first
Yeah.
thing she gets. I feel like.
Just I'm sure she ruined him.
It's a dirty 20.
Oh,
Whispers!
Whispers, speak amongst yourselves, think good thoughts. That
Didn't
thing
we get a good
is
whisper
terrifying, I need
last
to
time
tell you.
too?
oh yeah,
I still have no
yours.
idea what that last whisper was.
Sorry.
Nothing from Mr. Sharesy Magoo.
Sharesy Magoo.
I mean,
Are we sleeping tonight or are we watching? I know some
could
of us
use a
are
nap.
fairly
you
tired.
can use a nap.
I'm good to stay up. I could be our sentry. I could sit on the front porch of our airship.
I just want my high level spell slots back. That's
I
all
also want
need.
your high level spell slots back. So how about I wake you all if there's any sign of trouble?
Yeah.
Maybe you last. We're gonna squeak in that 8 hours.
Yeah.
You're just like
So,
shit's going down. You're like,
you're all going down to the ship?
wake up.
Yeah.
See, for your safety, I
For the
think we're best able to protect you on our ship. I know you've said you can find your own accommodation, but I thought accommodation was part of the hospitality we were extending.
Sounds good.
Also,
No.
where's our 10 gold for this day?
Yeah.
10 gold a day.
Is this the first time we've made 10 gold off it? Or?
Yes, that's
Mhm.
the first day.
Excellent.
Yeah, you each get 10 gold.
Ooh.
So,
Thanks, no.
as you guys all get onto the ship, who wants? I guess since no, let's do H and Peach.
Yes.
Give me a D20 roll to see what happens tonight.
It's a 3, of course, because I can't roll anything else.
Are these weighted wrong? Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
They're very
I've
heavy.
gotten so many threes.
What was that?
Look at that,
14, 20.
You need to change. You need to
Oh
mix
yeah,
up your
that's
roll
what
style.
that's what I meant to do. Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah,
During the
I
evening.
sure am.
You wait like an hour or two, and you start to hearing like a Hello? Hello? I know it's late, but I just wanted to say thank you, Tibbs, for the generous... And you just hear a... Wow!
Nurse is dead.
No, it's one of the children from the donation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Tibbs.
It's so much
It's
worse.
Tibbs for kids.
As you look down, you see this giant frog-like creature with a long tongue that seems to have snapped whatever was calling out on the gate wall down towards the ground, reaching out 30 feet.
30 feet.
This like tongue, this frog-hemoth.
Frog Hemoth.
Hate it. I don't tell anyone. Just kidding.
Night.
Roll over and go back to bed.
Do you?
No, God, no, sorry. I was just writing the words froghemoth really poorly.
We all wake up.
Oh, fuck you.
We'll wake up.
We all wake. Yeah.
How
wake
high
up.
in the air are we?
You guys are 40, 50 feet in the air.
Excellent.
That's the right distance. Serenity, do we have any, I think we discussed this at some point, any battlements upon our ship?
Stations.
You didn't pay for the cannon upgrade.
I literally gave Serenity so much platinum.
He also had to fix a giant hole in the
Oh,
wall.
damn.
You know what? Captain,
You've got one harpoon gun off the front.
Alright.
Thanks, boring.
do we want it closer?
I'm great at this length. As I just think we gotta hop to it. Like if we are hearing
yeah.
kids being eaten,
We both have Eldritch Blast.
We sure
there's a
do.
sacred flame going through this thing, I think.
Oh, and didn't it get better?
For me, I don't know.
I now have 2 beams.
Oh, nice.
Are you just...
But yeah, we got distance.
Let me...
Oh yeah, 2 beams at 5th level. Yep. Yeah, let's fuck them up.
Are we going to try and rescue anyone?
Let's
I mean, if we kill this thing real fast, it'll
Yeah.
rescue a lot of people.
And Eldritch Blast is targeted enough that we're just not going to set the whole city on fire?
Yeah, it's a single target.
Great.
And it doesn't set fire. It's force damage, so it's like...
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Even better. Sure is. That's what that number means. Isa! Or not Isa, that's me! Serenity. I would like to stay 40 feet away from this
Yeah.
creature,
Out of its fucking reach.
which is where we are. What do you guys think? What are you doing?
Yeah, I want to blast.
I've woken
this
you
thing.
all up. I've said, hey, frog creatures eating children. Seems like a time to be awake.
Yep.
I'm gonna wake up Sia too.
Okay, so you start blasting it. You just start blasting.
So I start blasting.
So is there.
Huh.
With Eldritch Blast.
Can I? Oh no, it has to be touched.
Do you guys have any distance things that you could
Oh, I
unleash?
yeah.
We got 2 Eldritch Blasts. I
mean-
got a Sacred
I mean,
Flame.
technically it's 4.
I got scorching rays. I got all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Also, Steve's going. I'll send Steve down there.
To just
All right.
explode.
As you light up
Oh,
the sky in the front, I'm just looking at it. Can't jump up to reach you,
Yeah.
so you basically just
like
hover,
sniping it.
hover up. So to make this combat real fast, I'm gonna say after enough rounds, you will eventually get it because it is not talented or smart enough to get away.
We like the frog looks up, like really content, and just sees all these like beams of light.
It's just gonna try and lem us from
It's
like.
just like a
It's,
machine gun.
it's,
like,
it's gonna try and jump, but it can't jump and use its like tongue thing at the same time.
Oh, so it can't make.
So it just tries jumping, but it's like, "Ugh," and then like snaps out, and like tries, and then it just keeps getting blasted. So, yeah, I'm gonna say you,
blast.
I'm gonna say you guys are able to kill it.
The best.
And with your what spells are you using? You're using the Eldritch Blast,
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Shit.
Do you need to use anything fancy?
Not really.
I mean, for us, Eldritch Blast isn't
I-
fancy as a cantrip.
It's a
still
cantrip, yeah.
very fancy.
Yeah.
I
Like-
just use vicious mockeries. I'm basically just like constantly like swearing at it.
Give me- Break me up at least one
You
taunt.
should have seen a tadpole, you fucking freak!
Yeah.
What do you
I
got?
can smell you from up here.
Why is it Arnold?
How far away is it? Like, how we walking?
We are 40 feet away from it.
We are 40 feet away. It can only.
yeah.
We saw its tongue reach 30 feet.
Hey,
So
go-
I was like,
Okay.
okay, bump it
But
to.
you
Yeah, so
cannot
range
jump in it.
60 gets it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But range 30 won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Flame sphere it is.
Okay. Flame sphere.
Are you lighting everything on fire?
Yeah, so between
Yeah.
the force damage, the
Yeah.
radiant damage, and the
Everything else
fire.
So it takes a while.
Yeah.
So you were able to eventually kill it, but you feel like Fox kept healing it every time you guys heard it.
Oh.
So it's just like,
flames are going to kill things faster.
We're all just like.
so this monster's
One is
like,
like shooting it.
it's like, it's constantly like getting killed and then brought like,
Nice. I like it.
None of these
I'm just
children
gonna
are
chop
chopped.
We tortured this demon
Yeah.
back to death.
This is only for interrogation purposes.
And-
do the plus.
What are you doing?
Thieves play.
I'm trying to kill it.
Thieves'
guys.
Light.
and it will regurgitate the child.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Timmy, you're back.
Are you alright?
40 feet.
You just see a thumbs up.
Go to the Tibbs kids wing.
You know, my services aren't free.
Yeah. Pay up the chump.
Dumps you off the airship.
Give us your boots.
This is gonna put me in financial ruin.
I'll never recover from this.
All right, so you kill this frog
It
king.
was
that's
just one frog.
yeah, it was just like,
One gigantic frog.
like 200,
You did a
200,
great job. We really would have been
200
fucked up if you're on the ground.
200 plus hit points, and it was gonna like really
Yeah, because it
fuck.
couldn't get to us. So
Couldn't get to you.
We beat it by
We
default.
decided to go up on the
We killed it by
So
default.
yeah, so that was the roll.
One
Was
D10
to see what
at a
monster
time.
you got, and that's the one you got.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Lovely.
there was a couple of flying options would have been fun, but so it is getting late. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking as the day rises, the next morning, unless there's anything else you want to do during the night.
Wait.
Can we see
Long
what
rest.
Foggy is doing?
Foggy is doing
Like,
the
is
work.
he
Yeah.
is he up? Is
Does
he
he exist?
reacting? Like, what's he up to?
I'm gonna say during the evening, you went down to take a chat with Foggy.
Just you. Cool.
Sure. What's he up to?
When we're,
No, he's. That's over.
could
Hi,
we see
friend.
the tree from the airship when we were fighting the frog?
Oh, then you could fly over there, yeah.
No, but like just as we're fighting and
Yeah, it's like-
all the destruction going on, lighting up everything, could we see him being a creeper at the tree, like watching the shit?
We see the town just watching us light up a frog.
You maybe see him just like watering one of the little plants in the pot.
At 2 a.m. in the morning.
And so like all these guardsmen on the wall like watching as like there's a fireworks show and igniting a frog.
It's like airship just comes down.
Planting seeds.
Night's
Alright,
that incident
go
goes
on.
up to 1.
There,
So
there can be just genuinely good people in the world.
so Captain Peach is talking to Foggy. Captain Peach is talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will join if you'd like. But yeah, I just want
Hey,
to. Hey.
welcome back. It's a little late,
I
wouldn't you
mean,
say?
I'm leery of this guy. I'm just gonna beat it for you.
You were watching the guard, so I'm gonna say
I
you
was
can't
watching
be.
the guard.
Yep.
There's no psychic link anymore.
Excuse me. This is happening before.
I'm gonna say this happens during the fight.
Okay.
So you go slightly
There's
slower.
like machine gun sounds happening from the airship.
Yeah.
Sounds like they got it.
I'm gonna retroactively make this.
Okay. All right. So there's just like in the
Yeah.
background. It's like,
It just happens.
Foggy, what? Are you not concerned?
Same old every night.
yeah, how have you stayed safe this whole time?
I like to think that Melora keeps watch over me, or maybe Evandra, the good gods that keep us all safe. At least keep this garrison just strong enough to make sure that evil doesn't get out.
So you pray to all of the good gods?
I'm a worshiper of Melora myself, but she hasn't responded to me in quite some time.
Would I know about Melora?
She's
like the main one. Right?
Yeah, god of nature. One of the big gods that have been sealed off.
Okay. So you've been perfectly safe here, just you don't even have to really protect yourself, you just pray and you're somehow protected within this sacred place?
Yeah, seems to be at least I've been getting off without issue. I try to help out those in town when they need help, but they don't seem to believe in what I believe in.
And you mentioned before that the gods have been sealed behind a divine gate since the calamity. Is that all of the gods? And do you know where this divine gate is? Is it a physical thing?
The divine gate is rather large, and it's hard to describe how many points there are to get through it. Some say that the reason the betrayer gods built this temple is because one of the good gods had created a doorway near here. Some say that Avandra's original temple was at the bottom of that large tower. They tried to seal off any links that the good gods had to this realm, and worshippers came here and set up this little worship site to try and let them know that we still cared about them. But that's long ago, and there's not much of it now, and I try and do my best, like every good furbolg does. Just Foggy and his old bottom boys.
Oh god.
All right. So, why do you think that these things keep coming every night? Like, what is that connection to the sealing off of the gods?
I think it's just a beacon that the demons of this world are drawn to head home, or if they feel like they need to spew more evil into this world, this is one of those places, just kind of the butthole of Exandria.
Okay. As I kind of look behind me, there's just crazy lights
just
going off.
explosions.
It's a giant frog.
Did you see the giant frog?
His tongue just falls on the ground, or like over the wall,
They're
drapes
just
on
being
it.
like
And
sniped.
the child just rolls out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for this. And I go and run over to where I think I can hear the sound of a muffled child, and I see a thumb up in the air, pointing towards the airship.
Before you do, because Foggy would do this since you came to talk to him a little bit more and talk about religion. He's like, little son, if you're gonna take yourself and put a risk at going in there, and he puts his hand in one of the pots, pulls out this little sphere. Take this with you. Let that be a guiding light in a dark time.
Okay. Do I recognize what this thing would
It just looks like a little glass ball.
be? Okay. That's all you got? All right. Okay, thanks. Can I do an insight check on Foggy? Just in general.
Sure.
I just want to make sure this isn't
Yeah,
some
yeah,
like,
yeah.
beacon of...
Thanks. Wait 1 second.
Alright, that's better than a 3. Yeah, just insight. Is that...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is going to be a 19.
Seems like a good dude.
Good dude. Okay.
Super good dude.
Great. I'll... Thank you, Foggy. I run over to the child and give 2 thumbs up to the people on the airship.
Where were you?
You can add a drift globe to your inventory.
And I'm presuming, like, if I'm getting on the ship or you guys getting off, I'll tell you everything that Foggy just said.
Thank you. I think we're gonna stay up.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
just
stay
saying.
up.
What?
I was like, are we
Are
going
you-
down? Do we need to heal children?
I have no healing spells.
I have
That's up to you.
one healing spell.
Like, I got a ton.
Like the child from the frog is like limping away with a like.
Oh man, why can't Steve do his job yet?
I mean, that kid's
Right.
going to Tibbs' kids fucking way.
You know what? I can just call that healing spirit down there, and I'm walking away. It'll last there for a minute as long
You
as I
see an
kinda
explosion
concentrate.
behind you of health.
So whoever walks through that thing, like 7 people can do it. They get 1d6.
Alright.
Can you just like
temporary?
right in the
Oh, is it?
infirmary?
Okay.
Pardon?
Just right in the infirmary?
Wherever. 60 feet away from me.
Okay.
60 feet away, because I was like, I want to go to bed. Fuck
Right
it.
there.
Just
Yeah,
walk
roll-
through there, you'll be fine.
We've sniped the frog. You've sniped the children with health.
Alright.
We're going to sleep.
Worship us, we are your
Okay.
own.
We are your gods!
The-
And that's where we'll end tonight.